Oh, it's a brand new day. You just got to launch. You just got to press the button and go forward. I love that kind of energy this morning. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Sometimes it's a challenge just to be here.
And we are here and happy to do so as well for the next 3 hours in Mzansi. I hope that you will really help us to help you focus on the warmth of what's happening around you, from protecting our health this winter to also supporting the communities around us when they need it most.
Oh, man, and doesn't it get real so quickly at this time of the year? Obviously, Cape Town hurting right now after the rains in our area and around, some very hard hit. But in Cape Town, we're going to unpack the early start of this year's respiratory season. A lot of parents already struggling with their kids.
Sure.
We're going to bring in the big guns. Pediatrician Dr. Anisa Barhead is going to shine a light on the return of the Keep Cape Town Warm campaign as well. If you think it's tough for you as a parent with resources, imagine being in a situation where you cannot help your own family, your own child. Well, we step in, we become the family, reminding us how powerful even one small act of kindness can be during these coldest and wettest months of the year. I think a lot of people are going to need help doing damage control after yesterday's storms.
Danila Quisto is also going to join us because Good FM is getting behind it with the City of Cape Town, as well as the community chest, and it is going to be a great time. Donate the blankets and all the things that will keep the rest of the Mother City warm. We're coming together to really just show up in the spirit of Ubuntu at the end of the day. There's Katualo and Mishkalush having a great time with the children, Roger Good, as well as they're going to a couple of schools around the Western Cape.
You legends. And someone asked me about a school campaign yesterday and I was all like snooty about it. And I thought, actually, could there be a better audience in the world, a more deserving audience of your time and your attention? I absolutely love that. Oh, man, well, I think we're going to be having a whole lot of fun filled with passion and purpose today, which is kind of the byline of the show, but that is informed by the energy up north this morning. Ladies, a very good morning. What's happening up in Jozi?
Good morning, beautiful humans. Mzansi, good morning to you as well. We're so glad you're in the building. Siyanamkela to the biggest and best breakfast show in the whole entire land. And Titi Avsheni, Khuyamora, Molweni, all of it.
All I know is Sawubona.
Sawubona, and I'm proud of you and I'm my baby. Yes. Cape Town, please don't blow away. We hear that the weather that side is very hectic, but in Johannesburg, the sun's actually shining.
Of course, here in Joburg, we're also coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio, and a friend of the show, someone we absolutely love, NBA Africa ambassador and philanthropist. His name is Jerome Deploy, whose work in Kliptown is changing lives beyond just the screen.
Yes, and we're finding out all about it today. But then we turn up the feel-good energy with rising South African pop star Brittany Maestri, joining us to chat about her brand new single, Stay, and so much more. It's about to be a beautiful show. I can feel it.
Oh, we are ready. Hopefully you guys are staying all the way to the... Do you see what I did there?
Love it.
Okay, hopefully you guys are staying until 9 a.m. Right now, we're heading back to Cape Town. Carissa has your news headlines.
Thank you so much, beautiful ladies. A very big good morning to you as well. But now, though, let's get into your national news headlines with 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Where President Cyril Ramaphosa says he will not resign following the Constitutional Court's ruling on Parliament's impeachment process linked to the Phala Phala matter. Addressing the nation last night, Ramaphosa said the judge did not find him guilty of misconduct or compel him to step down. Now, he confirmed plans to take the independent panel's report on judicial review, arguing it contains serious flaws. Ramaphosa said he respects the Constitutional Court's ruling and remains committed to completing his presidential mandate. In other news in South Africa, the National Disaster Management Centre says 10 people have died as severe weather conditions, or at least continues, to batter several provinces, prompting government to declare a national disaster. Flooding, storms, damaging winds and snowfall have disrupted communities across the country, while Cape Town has reported flooded roads, fallen trees and electricity outages. Now, SANParks has temporarily closed parts of Table Mountains National Park, including Lions Head and Signal Hill, due to hazardous conditions. Relief teams and emergency workers remain on high alert as strong winds and heavy rain continue. In your international news making headlines now, U.S. President Donald Trump will visit Beijing for talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping. That's from the 13th to the 15th of the month. Now, discussions are expected to focus on trade disputes, Iran and regional security issues. The White House says Trump hopes to secure economic agreements while reopening direct dialogue with China. Now, the visit, the first by U.S. president to China since 2017, will also include ceremonial events such as a state banquet and cultural visits in Beijing. In other news, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has renewed calls for reforms to increase African representation on the UN Security Council. Now, speaking in Nairobi during the launch of a $340 million expansion of the UN's Kenyan campus, Guterres says global institutions must reflect today's world rather than the realities of 80 years ago. Now, he acknowledged reform would be difficult as permanent Security Council members would need to support changes. Now, the expanded Nairobi hub forms part of UN efforts to reduce operational costs. Let's close off on this note with the 79th Cannes Film Festival that has officially opened on the French Riviera, welcoming filmmakers, stars, and cinema lovers from all over the world. Now, French actress Hadara is playing a leading role in this year's opening ceremony, describing the opportunity as emotional and dreamlike. Hadara says the hopes to bring sincerity and passion to the celebrations. The festival continues to shine a global platform for storytelling, creating and growing conversations around representation and diversity in the film industry. That's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get our first sporting headlines. Here's Graham with the latest.
Well, a very good morning. Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's dive right in with this particular story. I think she had a feeling this was going to open our account this morning. Tottenham Hotspur failed to ease their relegation worries as they could only manage a 1-1 draw against Leeds United in their English Premier League encounter last night. So after scoring which Leeds converted to level matters. So tonight, all eyes on Manchester City as they host Crystal Palace in their bid to hunt down Arsenal. Now, we've got a similar battle royale unfolding locally as Mamelodi Sundowns play their final Premiership game of the season as they travel to TS Galaxy tonight. So a victory would move Sundowns 6 points clear at the top of the table, although second-placed Orlando Pirates will have 2 games in hand. It is in their hands to a degree. Action at the Mbombela Stadium kicks off at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Oh, if you're a Brazilian, this is where you want to rock up for your team. It's going to be incredible. Now, let's stick with the South African connection, but this time in cricket. South Africa's David Miller starred in the IPL yesterday, helping the Delhi Capitals secure a 3-wicket victory over the Punjab Kings. So he smashed 51 off 28 balls as the Capitals chased down 211 for victory, condemning Punjab to now a 4th successive defeat. And we are running out of games before the knockouts, so it's going to go down to the wire there as well. Then we get back into the tennising lane as world number 1 Jannik Sinner showed no signs of slowing down in 2026 as he brushed aside Australia's Alexei Popyrin in straight sets to book his place in the last 16 of the Italian Open, and I'm sure the home fans are loving it. Sinner dominated the match, claiming a 6-2, 6-love victory. He'll now face qualifier Andrea Pellegrino in an all-Italian showdown. He is reveling in his form at the moment, and I think the rest of the tennis field must beware. But that's where we leave our sport for now. It's a brand new day. Let's see if the weather is going to shift gears slightly after the insanity yesterday. A bit of a mixed bag as we move across our beautiful country. Let's start up north in Polokwane, where you're in for a bright and sunny day today. Temperatures starting at a low of 12, but that's going to disappear pretty quickly. A high of 28 is what you look forward to today. And your week is going to bring you mostly sunny skies to boot. Temperatures in the high 20s, peaking tomorrow, in fact, at 29 degrees. But that's the tone. Very little rain. Looking good. Now we move to Klerksdorp, and you can look forward to a sunny day ahead today. Your temperatures start at a low of 7, but they're going to reach a high of 22 degrees. Nice, comfortable day ahead, and mostly sunny skies dominating the coming days. Your temperature highs in the low 20s throughout. Not a smattering of rain, in fact, until we broach next week. So a fantastic way to get through the bulk of this week as we move to Pretoria, where you can expect a mostly sunny day ahead, albeit accompanied by some light westerly winds. Your temperatures ranging between 10 degrees and 24 degrees for your Tuesday. And then looking ahead, going to be a sunny week. Temperatures highs in the mid-20s throughout. In fact, no rain to speak of as well. Moving to Jozi, you can look forward to sunny skies today with moderate moderate southwesterly winds. Your temperatures are going to start from an easy 7 degrees, rising to set at 20 today. And that's pretty much the range that continues for the rest of the week. The days ahead expect highs in the high teens to low 20s. And again, clear of rain as we shift to Mbombela. It's going to see some great footballing action later today. And of course, you've got bright and sunny skies to celebrate. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 13 to a very warm 29 degrees today. And then for the week ahead, you've got partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow's temperatures ranging from 13 to a high of 29 degrees. Moving inland, Bloem, good morning to you. In Bloemfontein today, you've got partly cloudy skies above with a moderate northwesterly wind as well. Your temperatures rise from a low of 7 to a moderate 18 degrees today, and it's pretty much going to stay in that range, high teens to lower 20s, but you can expect intervals of clouds and sunshine, and as I said, those temperatures remaining pretty moderate. Moving down to Richards Bay, today you can look forward to a partly cloudy sky above, and your temperatures ranging from 17 to a balmy 28 degrees. I absolutely love that view. Looking ahead, cloudy and wet conditions are expected, though, with a 65% chance of rain on Thursday. Down to our playground we go. Durbs, your day brings you mainly sunny skies with a gentle northerly wind as well. Your temperatures start at a low of 17, climbing to a beautiful, very comfortable 29 degrees today. And you're going to be drifting around the lower 20s going into the rest of the week. Expect cloudy conditions dominating those temperatures to the mid and high 20s. To Mthatha we go next, and we are preparing for a cloudy day with noticeable northwesterly winds at a 31 km/h speed. So you'll feel it. Temperatures climbing from a low of 16 to 24. And over the coming days, they stay in that range. Expect clouds to stick around with temperatures in the low to mid 20s. Uba, formerly known as Craddock. You're in for a cool, cloudy and windy day. And when I say windy, 40 km/h, so you're definitely going to feel it there as well. Your temperatures ranging between 12 and 18 degrees as a result of that. Tomorrow, you've got partly sunny skies, your temps ranging from 4 degrees to 19 degrees. And that's pretty much how it stays throughout the week. Kogompo City, formerly East London. You've got a cloudy sky above you right now, and you're in for a gentle westerly wind as well. Temperatures are rising from a cool 15 to a beautiful 24 degrees. And that seems to be your lane for the rest of the week. You're going to expect sun-filled skies, strong winds, though, expected tomorrow, just to change it up a bit. Gqeberha, you can expect light morning showers at 90%. Probably kicked in already. Moderate westerly wind coming into effect there as well. Your temperatures ranging between a mild 14 and then a pleasant 18 degrees today. And then for the week ahead, you've got cloudy and sunny conditions mixing up with strong winds moving in tomorrow. So please brace for that. George, it's probably raining already. Showers forecast today at 95% of your day is going to be wet, along with light westerly winds to boot. Temperatures rising from a low of 17 only to 13 to 17 degrees today because of that inclement weather. And looking ahead, partly sunny skies will persist with your temps remaining in the mid to high teens. Down to the mother city we go. Crazy day yesterday. Well, today brings heavy rain again forecast at 95% with those strong winds reaching up to 34 km/h. I think we saw even worse than that yesterday. But your temperatures ranging between 14 and 18 degrees because of that cloud cover. And the coming days, cloudy days will stick around, temperatures in the mid to high teens as a result of that. Then we move to Sutherland, where you've also got rain, 95% in fact, and even possible snow with strong winds thrown into the kitty there as well. Temperatures only ranging between 6 and 11 degrees as a result of that. And then it's going to stick around tomorrow, partly rainy conditions, temperatures ranging between 2 and only 11 degrees. Then moving to Kimberley, expect mostly sunny skies in your neck of the woods with a light westerly wind as well. Your temperatures ranging between 7 and 21 degrees today. It's going to feel pretty beautiful for the rest of the week. Heading into the rest of the coming days, you've got sunny skies above, dominating with temperatures in the high teens to low 20s. And then up east, we love you. Good morning, Uppington. Today you've got mostly clear and sunny skies ahead with a gentle westerly wind as well. Your temperatures start at a low of 7, rising to a beautiful 22 degrees, and you'll be pushing the upper 20s for the remainder of the week. The days ahead bringing plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow, in fact, ranging between 6 and 21 degrees. So you should get a little bit of this crossover season joy. I know it can get quite intense in the peak of season in Uppington, but we are loving showing what it looks like, regardless of how it feels in your neck of the woods. So let's open our account this morning with our first sunrise view of the hour. This one was sent by Siobhan Pleikes from Durbs. You got a gorgeous day ahead. It must be said, 29 degrees. Look at that. It's feeling like 29 degrees is coming. I love the hope, the promise of the sun breaking over that lush green. You don't get green like that anywhere other than Durban. It's the moisture, I don't know, the humidity, and it is our playground. So we want to see you getting out there and playing, and if it looks amazing, show us. Let us know what it looks like outside your window, from your lens to our screens, and right back at you. Share your sunrise view with us, 063 036 9649. In fact, that is the line to use if you want to chat about anything. And I'm sorry to put this kind of pressure on you so early in the morning. It's going to get serious. We need your help with a really, really difficult decision to make right now.
A tough decision indeed, Gray. Let me tell you that usually we are picking different items to dress my body and elevate the look. Today, we're going to let the boots do all the talking. Now, I've sorted out an outfit, but I do think that these open shoes could, in this weather, do with a little bit more warmth. Now, I'm, of course, wearing something that is a very cool. I've got a nice fitted polo neck. I've got some cool barrel pants that you've seen me wear multiple times, a nice leather jacket and a scarf. But, of course, with this, I have to have boots to match. So let's go through the different options that we've got going here. So, of course, the classic rider boot is first and foremost when it comes to all of your boot options. Now, this one, of course, brings a timeless, polished look to the entire vibe that we've got going on over here. So a beautiful boot to match. Option number two, we've got a very different one. Now, this one's got a really cool cuff to it. So your comfort is prioritized. Brown knit cuff, lace-up ankle boots with a block heel, blending that real cozy texture, but still looking really polished and put together. Option one, option two, let's move it to option three. This time around, we're playing in the faux suede realm. It's really elegant. It's an ankle boot with a sleek block heel to a pointy toe, which just really elevates any sort of look and brings that sophisticated touch. And last but certainly not least, we've got option four. This time around, going just a tad more casual. It's a slouchy faux suede boot with a block heel, adding a soft texture and a relaxed silhouette. And I think any of these boots would look really great depending on what sort of vibe you want me to put out today. I've got my eye on those slouchy faux suedes, but honestly, Mzansi, it is up to you when it comes to these boots that are made for walking, and I will do exactly that over the next couple of hours. So the choice is yours. Head over to Expresso social media pages. You can find us at Expresso Show, and then make sure that you cast your vote. 4 options to in fact choose from, and I wonder which direction you'll go with. Just remember to use that hashtag styled by Woolworths. Option 1, 2, 3, and 4, going from riding boots, a little bit of a cuff to bring that coziness into our faux suede classics. Really excited to see exactly what boots I'm going to be wearing in a couple of minutes from now.
My feel-good family, if you guys didn't hear Graham's weather report, if you guys haven't looked outside, if you guys haven't realized you're putting on more layers, I'm here to let you know that winter is alive and kicking, and we definitely want to protect you from any winter respiratory illnesses, and helping us do that is the beautiful Dr. Anisa. So go out, grab another jacket before you head on out to your day today. We're taking a quick fast ad break.
true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And Mzansi kumnandi banani bethuna, especially xa inkqubo yanamhlanje is so well curated to make sure you go off into the day with a smile on your face. However,
Yes.
we always need to have a chat on social media.
Oh my goodness. Specifically, I want to say good morning to Cape Town because here in Johannesburg, we've been seeing all the videos circulating online. Obviously, the storm. You actually experienced it. You just came back from Cape Town.
Yes, yesterday morning I was in Cape Town and I actually didn't fly for a good 2-3 hours. We were just stuck on the tarmac. At some point they told us we were disembarking. Then we were now told that no, we're actually going to stay on the flight and see if we can fly. And then we eventually did fly and the turbulence was crazy.
Holy
but it's been a
moly.
lot.
So that is your experience, but I think everybody in Cape Town, we want to know how you are surviving this Cape Town storm.
Yeah.
Obviously, send us your voice notes, and the number over there is 063-036-9649, and don't forget, it's Expresso Show.
100%. Make sure you hit us on that hashtag on all social media pages. I know that so many people are missing things.
Yes.
The kids are home from school. There's a lot going on. Please remember to stay safe. We know that it is something that is really so dire at the moment, but it will pass too, as every storm does.
Of course.
Right about now, though, we do have a whole lot to do right here in Johannesburg at the Samsung DQX, but there's still a lot going on in Cape Town, right?
So much. Graham, what's still coming up on the show?
Well, it's real down here. I think you know that. I got a lot of fun poked at me earlier in the day yesterday, and then as the visuals, the footage started to emerge of just how hectic the winter weather has kicked in here, I think people understand. So batten down the hatches, circle the wagons, whatever we need to do, we've got to brace for winter. And as we focus on warmth in winter, and we love that, and we'll get the warm and fuzzy feelings, we're also looking at how we protect the people around us from seasonal illness. And this season feels different. Pediatrician Dr. Anisa Vahai joins us to unpack why this winter's respiratory season has started a little bit earlier and what families should and can do now to stay healthy. I feel like we're talking about like a Star Wars plot. The villain has entered the piece. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, yeah.
Two amazing family members of mine are man down at the moment and very chesty. It feels like it's kicked in earlier than normal, and it feels like there is a level of panic around us at the moment that I haven't experienced before. How are we feeling about respiratory season, Doc?
Well, I think the winter season just hit us hard. I think especially in Cape Town, I think it was going hot, cold, and then bam, here's the cold front. And I think everyone's just gotten into panic. Their winter clothes weren't ready, the heaters weren't ready, the blankets weren't out.
2,000 Rand gumboots.
Exactly, and everyone's going, scrambling, where's the meds? We didn't get prepared. Now, our flu bugs have just come in, and everything's coming full steam ahead. So we're seeing such a huge increase in our respiratory viruses already.
What are the ones we need to be aware of? And there's a lot of fear-mongering at the moment.
Yes.
A lot of talk about COVID again, because maybe there's something else bubbling under that we can't control. What should we be worried about, a bigger picture, maybe? Let's start
If we
there.
look at the stats already, we're seeing our two big hitters, RSV and influenza. Those are our two that are already spiking very early on in the season. COVID is still kind of there, but not as much as it was if we look at compared to like last year. So those are our two big hitters. The other little rhinoviruses and other little common cold viruses are still hovering around, and they're kind of jumping in between these two spikes.
Makes the preventative element of being able to take a vaccination a bit more tricky now.
Yeah.
Has that changed, or do we just still approach it in the same way?
I think the aim was to approach it the same way, but because the flu viruses have hit so hard so early, everyone didn't get a chance to go and get those flu vaccines. We're still pushing for it because this is the first spike. Flu season and winter season is long, and I think the biggest thing is that everyone kind of are still playing catch up, and they're still going, I want to go get it, I want to go get it, but then the kids get sick, and then the timing of it, everyone gets a bit worried. Is it safe? Is it not?
And you've handed it around. It's this
Exactly.
beautiful circle that just turns. And I've realized we've got kind of two different immune systems in our family, and it's amazing how you can see how two of us get sick in the same way, which is hilarious. But my poor wife is going through the most right now, and alone with a sick child, so I'm really feeling for her in that. But maybe it says to me we're not getting logistics right. Maybe there's something we can do to protect ourselves beyond being able to fight the flu in the way that we expect. advice going into this time of the season now?
I think the biggest thing is the basics are always the best. So start with the basics. Good hand washing. Make sure we're teaching our kids. Don't share the plates. Don't share your cups. Don't share your juice bottles. Go and hand wash. And the biggest thing is also with our kids, try and not spread that cough. So I always say teach them how to cough like a dinosaur in your elbow. Maybe mask up now, especially if you're working in a closed environment with other colleagues. You've got to try
You're probably sitting on about 200 years worth of audio-visual communication material to let people know how to do this, if you know what I'm talking about. We want to brace for the season. We don't want to panic. We want to be able to kind of deal with these things, but that often means then we don't give our body time to recover. I think schools really battle with this at the moment. They want attendance, but they also can't afford to have kids coming in sick. How do we approach the timeline of being sick? And I know it's not an absolute, so we work with.
So I think we play kind of the game. You kind of know your body a bit more. I think the big thing is that if you're going back a bit too early, a niggly cough for me might be something that, okay, I can deal with. But if it's kind of, if I'm still getting over that flu, I might be contagious at that point. And there's a balance of, do I go back early and spread it to someone else? And it might be niggly for me, but it might mean a hospitalization for someone else at work. So you're kind of going into that balance of going, who are we going to treat? Who we're going to kind of stay at home?
Is there a time frame on these things? I know with antibiotics, we knock the bacterial infection, but at least you've got a course of antibiotics, you know what you're working with, and you know when that contagious period is over. With the virus, it seems, with so many viruses, is there a general baseline rule to follow?
I like to use my 48-hour rule. If you're thinking it's a bit of a common cold, a mild thing, you'll see a bit of snotty nose, a bit of a fever, but generally about 48 hours, if there's a fever and it's progressing, that's a sign, okay, something else is going on. If it's kind of phasing out and you're going, okay, you know what, I've been managed by supportive medicine, I've been doing some nasal sprays, mild decongestants, don't need that much Panado, then you know that's a bit more safer and you can kind of go back to work. So I always use that rule of like 48 hours, because then you know, do I need to go to the doctor or...
And the bottom line is most schools will send your child home if there is so much as a sniffle, and that's okay, because we understand the petri dish of winter. Schools, these places that we work in where there is high density, it's the germs that we are spreading around that are making us sick. So that's something we can do something about. Go back to your COVID playbook. Remember how to cough. Just remember how to look after the people around you. But if you are a parent going through this with one or more sick family members, we feel the pain and we will continue to help you after this.
Thank you so much, Graham and Mzansi. Thank you for being here, all in the name of genuinely saying that, yes, you are allowed to feel good this morning. Even if you're in a storm in Cape Town, we have got you right here on Expresso. One way that we do is where we tell you, Mzansi, pick 6 lucky numbers and play Powerball Plus for the staggering 86 million rand estimated jackpot this Tuesday. It's big, it's huge, and you got to buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app or cell phone banking. There's so many options. And we've posted all of these details on our Expresso Show social media pages, so go and check them out. But Panda Pusha play Powerball Plus for the estimated 86 million rand jackpot today, and you could win big money, money, money. That's what we're talking about, baby. However, right about now, what else are we still going to be talking about, my Chan? Please let us in.
Oh, my gorgeous girl. I think the entire world has heard about the rare strain of hantavirus. So we're going to be unpacking exactly what that rare strain is, and then the favorite here on Expresso, the lovely Jerome Deploy. We're sitting down with him, chatting about his foundation, all that and so much more. We'll see you after the ad break.
Welcome back as we dive back into probably the most wintry conversation we've ever had. Winter care is not only about staying warm, it's also about protecting the vulnerable people around us. And Dr. Anisa Vahed is back to help us understand how families can better support our children and each other, I suppose. Also our older relatives and anyone at higher risk this season. It's a respiratory season bar none. I think we're going to be tested, but we also know we've been through these things. We've got the playbook. We are strong together. I suppose we touched on this a little bit earlier in terms of managing ourselves and returning to work or school, but sometimes there's a ramp up that we can't quite explain or don't understand. We might not even notice it.
Yeah.
So what are the areas that you worry about? What should we be extra vigilant when monitoring within ourselves, and especially kids?
So I think the big difference is trying to differentiate between the difference between the common cold and normal little virus. And I think if we're looking at our children, they'll still be happy, might be a bit snotty, but they'll still be doing their thing. They'll still be eating, they'll still be drinking.
Their nature will be the same.
Their nature will be the same. You know your child
Okay,
the
yeah.
best, and you'll be able to do supportive care. So you'll be able to give them a dose of Panado, nose spray, normally nips it in the bud within 2 days. But things to get worried about, kids don't fake it. They stop eating. Number one, especially in our small babies less than 6 months old, they stop eating. You start struggling with dealing with their fever, and then they start having labored breathing. So they look like they're running that marathon and they just carry on going. Smaller kids will use their abdominal muscles, so you'll find that they'll use their tummy muscles and they'll actually start having little indentations under their rib cages.
Okay.
That's when we say, don't make the appointment, go straight to emergency unit, because your child might need oxygen or your child might need some physio. We need to get an x-ray, we need to figure out what's the next best step.
And respiratory can ramp up so quickly, and you forget how tiny their little respiratory system is. So to be taking full load of the sicknesses that we do, RSV, I think terrifies all parents. How does that fit into this ecosystem?
So RSV generally hits our kids younger than the ages of 5 years old. And I think the biggest thing is it's the master of phlegm. It's master of mucus. So they tend to get very congested. So first thing that they normally do is they struggle with their breathing. They struggle drowning in their snot. So they struggle with their feeding. But then it moves straight into their chest. So initially we call them happy wheezers. They'll be wheezing, they'll be smiling, they'll still be feeding, there'll be a bit of snot.
And that's just coming from the mucus.
And
that's
it's just coming
sitting
from the
on
mucus.
The lungs. Okay.
Yeah, and then what happens is within day 2, day 3, it's a typical case. They just all of a sudden start struggling with their breathing. That wheezing becomes worse, and that mucus just sits in their chest. And that's when we need to get them admitted into the hospital, get physio, get nebs, just to try and open up that phlegm.
And that's
and
where they
try and
actually
open
use
that
steroids and things like that. They hit it heavy,
Yes.
but it's the kind of treatment you can only get at hospital.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know it's like that when you're parenting, as especially with the younger, as soon as the temperature climbs in the car, but you don't want to play around in that space. I get that. Oh, can we go there? Hantavirus. Can we talk about this? A lot of people really scared. I mean, and understandably so. When people are passing out and dying moments later, how scared should we be? What is the construct here?
I think the big thing is because it's in global media, everyone's panicking and everyone's scared is this new pandemic. But I think the biggest thing is to know the difference from it. So hantavirus is a rare virus, and it's mostly zoonotic, which means it spreads from rodents to human. Okay. Now, the Andes virus is one of the subvariants of it, and that spreads from human to human. So that's where everyone's already going, oh, is this the new pandemic? The issue with this virus is it's spread not by airborne. So it's not like COVID and the flu where you cough, it's in the air, it's easily contagious. It's spread by prolonged close contact. Okay. So that's why on the cruise ship, it spread very easily because everyone was in close contact. Yeah. But if you look at the WHO, it's a very low risk. So they don't predict it's going to become the new pandemic. It's going to be, you're isolated for long and it should actually burn itself out.
We haven't politicized it yet. Just wait. We'll politicize it first and then it'll become the pandemic. Don't worry. No, we'll have that conversation on another day. I'm thinking, again, to tip into my COVID playbook, but the comorbidities, the ultra-vulnerable young children, the elderly as well. How do we make sure that we look after each other, especially the most vulnerable parts of society at this time?
So the difference between our young children and our elder people, so young children have smaller airways. So for me, mucus might not be so bad. For them, it'll be worse. But their immune systems are still developing. Adults have got chronic illnesses. Their immune systems have been hit hard. They're still dealing with getting over their chronic illnesses, and their immune systems are still they're exhausted, they're tired. So the biggest thing is we want to try and protect them. So this is where I'll say, think about the flu vaccine. It's something that we can use, we can prevent. It's not like a shield for one person, it's like a whole firewall to protect the whole family.
I'm thinking with the vaccine, is there a way? I think a lot of people are thinking maybe it's too late, or maybe there is a wrong time to take it if I haven't taken it preemptively. Can we just set that in black and white now?
It's not.
When is it all right and safe to and not?
So it's not too late. The thing is that with flu season, we see the first spike of influenza A. We've still got influenza B wave. There's normally about 3 or 4 waves through the whole flu season. The sooner you get it, the better it is. It does take around 2 to 3 weeks to become effective in your body. So the sooner you get it, the better it is for everyone. If you might be feeling ill, go and get checked out. Maybe the doctor will kind of give you a bit of a game plan to say maybe in about a week or 2. But the sooner the whole family gets covered, the better it is.
And let's be honest, we're good at managing the flu. We've been doing it for thousands of years, okay? We understand, but we lean heavily on you during times like this, so good luck.
Thank
This
you.
winter, stay safe, stay healthy, and, we look after each other. I think that is the most important lesson here, and that speaks to our family, to the elderly within our communities, but all of us at work, at school. Just take the time to think about what you are doing, how that's going to impact others, and where you can be proactive. Thank you so much to Dr. Anisa, and she's got to go and work a full day in this weather today. But stay healthy.
Now, when your gut bacteria are thrown off balance, it can sometimes lead to diarrhea, especially during or even after taking antibiotics. Now, Interflora contains a probiotic yeast that works in the gut to help restore the natural balance of bacteria. It can be used for antibiotic-associated diarrhea or even acute diarrhea, and it can also be taken alongside antibiotics, so there's no need to wait. Another great benefit is that Interflora can be used by the entire family, including newborn babies, of course, making it a helpful addition to your medicine cupboard. So go ahead and speak to your pharmacist and find out more about Interflora today.
so good, family. Welcome back. I hope you're all staying safe and staying warm. Now, our next guest, he's no stranger to your TV screens. We know him from Generation The Legacy and, of course, Skeem Sam. Apart from him being a charismatic actor, SAFTA-nominated actor, he's also a philanthropist, and he is the driving force behind the Slim Cares Foundation. Before we chat to him, all things foundation, we had the privilege of spending the entire day with him, so let's go check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jerome, Slim Deploy, actor, presenter, MC, host, motivational speaker. Today we're in my Kasi, Kliptown, Soweto. We're gonna show you the place that helped shape me into the man that I am today. I will show you a day in my life. Come through, check it out. And like youngster said, man, come to my Kasi. Oza. Right? I believe that Kliptown raised me to be the hustler that I am, to make a success of myself. Not a lot of people, like I say, believe that we can be the best, but I'm fortunate, like people would say, to be one of the ones that always tries to change the narratives. I'm gonna be taking you around to Generations, The Legacy, there on the set, and then we're ending off at the BAL, the Basketball Africa League. So we're at location 2, Generations The Legacy. I'm about to tell you guys about Juju. So come and check out what happens in a day in the life of Juju. Juju,
How are you?
I'm good, man.
Great.
How are you?
Welcome
This is my
back.
script. Thank you.
This is
Yes.
the script. Please be ready in the next 45 minutes.
Okay, got you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
You're
look-
looking
you're looking
strong.
good,
You're
man.
looking good.
Ah,
man.
thanks.
How's things?
Okay,
No,
I
love,
see
man.
you brought
Yeah, no.
lovely people here with you.
Expressos here, yeah, they wanted to see. So I had to show them I'm with the legends that teach
Of
us,
course, man.
you know. That's a savo. Not a mabaso. Not a diag. A savo. Hi guys, I'm just teasing. Yeah, I think I'm ready for my scene now, so I'm about to change. And then yeah, we're about to do this thing. Right, so Juju's all ready. It's prepared. Oh, almost forgot my bracelet. So yeah, follow me to makeup and yeah, let's see Juju get cleaned out. This is where the magic happens. All right, makeup's done. Let's go make some magic. All right, guys, we officially on my set, my location. Can't be here. So I'll see you guys later on at my third location, the BAL. And yeah, thank you so much for being here and watching Juju.
A statement saying what? Would you make a threaten your father?
Like what he said when he said it and what he wanted in return.
Andi chonge uboni pari. Huh? Is the word idiot written here?
Luister eens, Jojo. As jy cooperate, ek gaan seker maak daar is 'n report. I can also convince the judge in court to go easy on you.
Angikhona ukukusiza. All right, we're in Pretoria. We're here for the BAL Season 6. We're rising with the game in Pretoria. It is the Kalahari Conference. South Africa's got it again. I'm excited to be here. I'm hosting, I'm emceeing. We're just here to showcase the best basketball on the continent. It might look empty now, but in a few hours, it's about to pack out. We're about to showcase the best South Africa has to offer. My love for basketball will never change. It's changed my life. It found me in a community and gave me a chance to live my dreams through the NBA. It's one of the greatest things, I think, being chosen to represent and go to Rwanda as a South African and be an MC for the finals there. I'm also proud to be one of the voices, if not the voice of the BAL.
We met in 2017 during NBA Africa's first time
And I was very young in my career, and so was Slim. So meeting him then, and honestly seeing him now in 2026, we've been working together for the BAL for 3 years. I would say the energy that he brings here is probably unmatched. It's very hype. I would say he probably loses his voice maybe like the second or third day in, just because of how hot he is. And yeah, I would say his energy is awesome, man.
I just want to say thank you to the viewers for joining me here at the BAL Season 6 today. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. I love this thing. I died for this thing. And yes, the thing I love about my hood, the hood taught me how to be resilient, confident. It's made me a person. It's taught me how to stand. But most importantly, it's raised me. It takes a village to raise a kid. And I'm one of those kids from South Africa that has been raised by the village. And yeah, big shout out to the NBA as well. That's what I love about my hood, because that's where they found me in Kliptown, Soweto.
Did you see that action?
Yo! And at that moment, I literally turned to him and I said, is there ever a moment you watch yourself on TV and you're like, yo, but me, I can act?
I tell y'all, no, with Vusi Kunene and Cedric Fourie as well, yeah.
Oh, man.
And you're with you guys, man. Yeah.
Oh, Jerome, you are such a gem, genuinely.
Yes.
This is why you're on Skim Sam, you're on Generation, all everything. You're all over our screens. And listen, we're so glad that we could do I Heart My Hood with you. I think it was such a beautiful, beautiful take of what Jerome's life looks like. But talk to us, why did you pick those specific locations? And which parts of them were really important for you to capture?
I think all of them. The final part made me look like a superstar.
You are
The BAL was very, very special. I was just speaking to Pavel yesterday from NBA Africa, and we had 40,000 fans throughout the 8 days that were there, you know, and being able to host it again, my third year.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to Rwanda for the finals now.
Lovely.
So that would be special to represent, I would say, South Africa on that level, you know, and being in a different country. Generations, the legacy is home, you know. I know they planning for Juju again, and we're hoping Juju comes back soon. And I miss Vusi Kunene. So just being in the SABC studios and having Expresso being there, you know, was something very special. And then Kliptown, where I'm from, very, very close to my heart. Having that moments there, I get emotional about it, you know, because I always say I would say God's favorite Virgo, and you know, God's hand over my life, because coming from that situations, I could have been one of those people from there. Like, I always represent my little brother, like I said, who was murdered, who was on drugs, and that type of situation. So me being there and showing people that, you know, a lot of people were, even at school, were like, you don't come from Kliptown, you look too good to come from there. And I'm like, no, you know, my late mom just raised me. Happy Mother's Day to all the Mother's Day. Mother's Day, everybody, and you guys will be mothers one day. You know, having that and just wanting to show that, you know, something good can come from those situations. And it's not about, you know, where you coming from, it's about where you're going. So I always carry them that way. That's why I say 1, 2, 3, from Kliptown to Bao. It's such a big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from the dusty roads, from the shacks, you know, to being on a stage like the BAL with NBA Africa and the BAL is showing people that it's positive.
A global stage.
You know, definitely a global stage, you know.
Look, you are such a role model. And I know you spoke about Kliptown now.
Yeah.
So we have Kliptown, we have communities like Eldorado Park, we have a lot of colored communities where the stereotype is that the communities are riddled with drugs and with crime. How are you then using your platform to go, you know what, I'm going to try changes?
You know, Eldorado Park as well. So I'm Eldo's born, you know. So Eldo's and Kliptown will always be close to my heart. Soweto as the whole, you know, so I represent all three of those, then Johannesburg and then South Africa as a whole. So, you know, it's been sad. Like this past week alone, we had 2 shootings of youngsters in the community, like 10 years old, the other one the other day, just for nothing. You know, and I always tell people, for instance, Z would laugh because whenever they see me with Gaten, I was hugging Gaten. I don't know if y'all said that.
At the SAFTers, you hugged him about 10
know, the honorable Gaten McKenzie. To me, showing people, you know, I always say, you know, tribally I'm colored, but I'm always black first, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just colored. A lot of people have that, and that's why we still have the boundaries, because people want to be like, yo, no, I'm this, you that. And I'm like, yo, we won at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
true.
When we cut, we're bleeding red, you know what I'm saying? So it's just trying to show the communities that there is better. You know, recently visiting Port Elizabeth as well, when I see the whole, when I put out tribes now, the Xhosa tribes, the thing, like, people get mad when they see you. They don't see color, right? They
Right.
see you as the person. So I believe we always got to see each other as a person. It's like a kid. A child never sees color, so you break that away. So that's what I always try and instill in each and every kid. See the person, not where you're coming from, not that, you know? So
I love that.
definitely, G. You know, it's not, it's like, you're a powerful person, you know, and that's what I'm saying. We've got the powers to change that, and that's why I'm fortunate to be on SABC1's biggest Generations and Skim
Yes,
Stuff.
honey, he's on the biggest show in the whole entire
No,
country, and
man.
we love it.
We
and
love the little
it.
humble brag, and
But-
he showed.
But Jerome, you mentioned it yourself, and you said, you know, from the dusty streets
Yeah.
of Kliptown to global stages like BAL.
Yeah.
How has that really changed your worldview, just growing from that transition?
Like, I always be grateful to NBA Africa and the BAL, you know, for giving me that platforms for me. That's what I'm saying now, seeing finals in Rwanda, like in 2024, and wanting to go back this year, it's like, you know, like it's been there, you know, and working with people like Crux, who's come on board this year, and they make you feel like you are the star. So I've seen it, and it makes you hungry for more.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, for instance, we have 40,000 throughout the day. Like, that was crazy that we had. A lot of the games were sold out, and having the crowd, but most of all was the kids. It was so amazing that I cried one, it was the second last Saturday night, or the first one, where these kids were supporting me, and I couldn't understand it. Like, the whole arena was buzzing, and the coach came, and I spoke to but these kids love me, and they were like,
Yes,
I was about
as
to
they
say,
should.
40,000 people showed up because Jerome was
Because
there.
it was you. You were
was
there
there,
front and
Sadna.
center. Talking about the kids, I mean, we know you have a big heart for the ones you love, for the people around you, even for complete strangers.
Yeah.
And that helped you then start your foundation, which is called the Slim Cares Foundation. Was there a specific moment that triggered it for you? Because it is focused on underprivileged children.
NBA Cares. The NBA Cares found me, and like I said, they put me through school at Boston, you know, and wanting to speak and wanting to work that hard. And then seeing a lot of my NBA player friend, brother role models, you know, like Luol Deng starting like his foundation, seeing Russell Westbrook, who I like a lot as a mentor, Marcus Camby as well, and then seeing the NBA Cares and working with it and where they found me. So when I saw that, I always wanted to play my part, because as entertainers, as, you know what I'm saying, media
On a
personalities,
platform.
we might not be here forever, you know. So I always felt like I wanted to have a legacy.
I love it.
And then Slim Cares was born off NBA Cares. So I worked with, like, Boston's very close to my heart, because they liked my story coming from where I come from, you know, and then helping me and partnering up with me, whereby we've given a lot of bursaries away now, not just in Aldo's in Kliptown, but around the country as well.
And Slim, you've been doing such amazing work.
Yeah.
Like, we're really so proud of you, my love. And I genuinely sit here going, you are literally what we talk about when we say an example of somebody who is truly a model citizen.
Yeah.
And we thank you for that.
No.
Thank you so
It's a
much.
pleasure, and thank you so much for
Zan and I, we want to be
course.
half the man that you are. Let me tell you.
Yes.
You're a powerful woman. You're a woman I look up to.
What a king. Listen, if Slim's saying he looks up to us, Sana, you can imagine how much we look up to him, having the Slim Cares Foundation and so much more. A huge thank you to Jerome Deploy for opening up about the vital causes he supports. Because if his story is supported, or rather, if his story inspired you, don't wait to make a difference. Go out there and make it now.
Because, of course, every contribution helps change a life, and Jerome Deploy is definitely doing that. There's still so much more to come on the show. We're talking Dove. We've got entertainment for you. So we'll see you quick fast after the ad break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show with just 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is time to delve straight into your national news headlines. Here's your first update. With severe weather in the Eastern Cape that has damaged Eskom infrastructure, it's left several communities without electricity. Now, broken poles and damaged medium and low voltage lines were reported across districts including Amatole, Chris Hani, Sarabatman, Oratambo and Buffalo City Metro. Now, heavy rain and strong winds caused widespread disruption in 5 district municipalities and 1 metro. Eskom spokesperson Zama Mpondwana said technicians have been dispatched to the affected areas to restore power supply safely and as quickly as possible. In other local news, President Cyril Ramaphosa says he will not resign following the Constitutional Court's ruling on Parliament's impeachment process linked to the Phala Phala matter. Now, addressing the nation last night, Ramaphosa said the judgment did not find him guilty of misconduct or compel him to step down. He confirmed plans to take the independent panel's report on judicial review, arguing it contains serious flaws. Now, Ramaphosa said he respects the Constitutional Court ruling and remains committed to completing his presidential mandate. Let's take a look further afield now at your international news making headlines, where French President Emmanuel Macron has called for increased investment in Africa during the Africa Forward Summit co-hosted with Kenyan President William Ruto out in Nairobi. Macron announced more than €1 billion in French investment commitments, including upgrades at the port of Mombasa and renewable energy projects. France and Kenya signed 11 agreements covering transport, agriculture and nuclear energy. Ruto described the partnership as mutually beneficial, saying African nations are seeking balanced international relationships focused on shared growth as well as development. In other news, U.S. President Donald Trump will visit Beijing for talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping from the 13th to the 15th this month. Discussions are expected to focus on trade disputes, Iran and regional security issues. Now, the White House says Trump hopes to secure economic agreements while reopening direct dialogue with China. The visit, the first by a U.S. president to China since 2017, will also include ceremonial events such as a state banquet and cultural visits in Beijing. Closing up with this one for your 7 o'clock news with former dancer Brianna Olsen, who has performed on stage again through a groundbreaking digital avatar powered by brain interface technology. Diagnosed with ALS, Olsen lost the ability to dance physically, but a new system developed by Dentsu and NTT translated her imagined movements into a virtual performance during the, quote, Waves of Will show in Amsterdam. Olsen described the moment as unforgettable, saying the project restored her sense of personal expression and also her identity, while highlighting how technology can create new possibilities for people living with disabilities. While used in the right way, technology definitely brings a brighter future. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into your sporting highlights.
I don't know why we are starting with this particular story, but let's do it. Now, we've got to often chew on the bitter pill, and in football, there have been a lot of those this season. Tottenham Hotspur failed to ease their relegation worries last night, as they could only manage a 1-1 draw against Leeds in their English Premier League encounter. So after scoring as all eyes will be on Man City as they host Crystal Palace, and of course chasing down Arsenal for that title. Now, it's going to go down to the wire locally as well, and we love it for the local footballing fans. Mamelodi Sundowns have a big one tonight. They play their final Premiership game of the season, and they travel to TS Galaxy in Mbombela to do that tonight. So victory would move Sundowns 6 points clear at the top of the table, although second-placed Orlando Pirates still have 2 games in hand. So whose hands is it in? You answer that question. The action at Mbombela Stadium kicks off at 7:30 tonight. Brazilians go out and support. Now let's look for that South African connection in the IPL again, and it's coming daily. In fact, South Africa's David Miller, he starred in the Indian Premier League yesterday, helping his Delhi Capitals secure a 3-wicket victory over the Punjab Kings. So Miller smashed 51 off just 28 balls, as he does, to help the Capitals chase down 211 for victory, and in so doing, condemning Punjab to a 4th successive defeat, not the kind of form you want to have going into the knockouts. Now, speaking of form, he is going to be tough to beat for the second half of this year. World number one in tennis, Jannik Sinner, showed no signs of slowing down for 2026 as he brushed aside Australia's Alexei Popyrin in straight sets to book his place in the last 16 of the Italian Open yesterday. The local fans absolutely loving it as much as he was. Sinner, he dominated the match, claiming a 6-2-6 love victory. And Sinner will now next face qualifier Andrea Pellegrino in an all-Italian showdown. So we'll watch that space and touch on those headlines again on the top of the hour. Right now, though, the weather has been crazy, a bit of a mixed bag across Mzansi. Let's get the latest.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's see what your weather's looking like across Mzansi. Getting started now in Polokwane. On your side of town, you are in for a bright and sunny day. Now, your temperatures start at a low of 12 degrees, but it does rise to a nice warm 28. Now, your week ahead brings you mostly sunny skies. Looking at your temperatures in the high 20s, it does also peak tomorrow at a high of 29. Heading over now to Klerksdorp. On your side, you can look forward to a beautiful sunny day. It does start a bit chilly though. Your low is sitting at 7 and your high at 22. Now, it's mostly sunny skies that dominate the upcoming days, with temperature highs in the lower 20s. Well, out in Pretoria on this Tuesday, you can expect a mostly sunny day. It will, however, be accompanied by light westerly winds. Now, your temperatures range between 10 degrees and 24 as your max. And looking ahead, it's going to be a sunny week with temperature highs in the mid-20s. From Pretoria, let's head over to Johannesburg next, where on your side you can look forward to sunny skies with moderate southwesterly winds. Now, your temperatures will start from 7 degrees and then rise to a set 20 as your high. For the days ahead, expect highs in the high teens to low 20s, but it is clear of any rain. From the city of gold, we head into Mbombela, where your day kicks off under bright and sunny skies. Temperatures range from a chilly 13 to a very warm 29 degrees. And the weeks ahead brings you partly cloudy skies with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from 13 to 29 degrees. In the beautiful Bloemfontein now, today brings partly cloudy skies along with moderate northwesterly winds. Temperatures rise from a low of 7, but it does increase to a high of 18 degrees. And then over the coming days, expect intervals of both clouds but also sunshine, with highs in the high teens to low 20s. Heading into Richards Bay today, you can look forward to partly cloudy skies. Having a look at your temperatures, it looks like a great day. Ranges between a low of 17 and a high of 28 degrees. And as we look ahead, cloudy and wet conditions are expected with a 65% chance of rain come Thursday. And then out in Durban, your day brings you mainly sunny skies with gentle northerly winds. Your temperatures, they do start at a low of 17, but it does increase to a high of 29 degrees. Going into the week, expect cloudy conditions to dominate with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. And then out in Mthatha, prepare for a cloudy day with noticeable northwesterly winds, sitting at 31 kilometers per hour. Now, your temperatures climb from a low of 16 to a high of 24. Over the coming days, expect clouds to stick around with temperature highs in the low to mid-20s. All right, let's head into Nkuba next, formerly known as Cradock. On your side, you're in for a cool, cloudy and very windy day with speeds of wind up to 40 kilometers per hour. Your degrees, well, they range between 12 and 18. Now, tomorrow does bring you partly sunny skies with temperatures ranging from a low of 4, but then it does reach a high of 19. Gompo City, formerly East London, let's see what we've got for you. A cloudy day is what you're in for with gentle westerly winds. Now, your temperatures, they do rise from a cool 14 to a warmer 24 degrees. And as we look at the week ahead, you can expect sun-filled skies with strong winds that are coming through tomorrow. Abeja, let's see what's going down on your side in GQ. You can expect light morning showers sitting at a 90% chance with moderate westerly winds. Now, your temperatures do range between a mild 14 and then a pleasant 18 as your high. There's a 90% chance of rain, so chilly and rainy, but I know that you've got this, and as the week develops, some more sunny conditions will come on through. In the gorgeous George, showers are forecast today at 95% with light westerly winds. Temperatures rise from a low of 13 to a high of 17. Looking ahead, partly sunny skies will persist with temperatures remaining in the mid to high teens, and tomorrow there is rain chanced at 20%. And then out in Cape Town, well, today also brings you heavy rain. Now, it is forecast sitting at a 95% chance with strong winds reaching up to 34 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range between 14 and 18, and the upcoming days will stick around. The clouds will be there with temperatures in the mid to high teens. Well, Sutherland, you're up next, where today brings you rain chanced at 95% with possible snow and very strong winds to accompany that. Your temperatures range between 6 and 11, and tomorrow does remain partly rainy with temperatures ranging between 2 and 11 degrees. Let's see what Kimberley has to offer. On your side, you can expect mostly sunny skies that will be accompanied by light westerly winds. Now, your temperatures range from a crisp 7 to a high of 21. Heading into the week, expect sunny skies to dominate with temperature highs in the high teens to lower 20s. And then finally, Uppington today expects mostly clear and sunny skies with gentle westerly winds on your side. Temperatures start at a low of 7 and then it does rise to 22. The days ahead bring you plenty of sunshine with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 6 and 21 degrees. A comprehensive report brings us into our sunrise view of this hour. 6 o'clock was stellar, absolutely incredible. But our family, Willie de Koning, out in Kagompo City, Eastern Cape, let us know exactly what it's looking like on his side. And I will say, Willie, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope that's exactly how you woke up this morning, just realizing that the day ahead really lies with so much blessing. 24 degrees is what you can experience on your side of town. And if you are in Kagompo City, we wish you a beautiful day and beyond. But continue sharing your morning views with us. You can let us know on our number. It is 063-036-9649. And we'll see what your morning looks like at 8 o'clock.
All right, well, the morning's looking great. Now we need the footwear to get sorted. As we do on a Tuesday, we lean into the choose, and you guys get to do the choosing. And we need a little bit of help. Well, I say we. My work wife this morning needed some help leveling up the shoe department with the winter boots. And we are bracing because these boots are made for walking regardless of the weather outside. So let's put it to you guys for the ultimate vote and see how you are feeling about our options today. So Teresa, well done. Thank you for joining the conversation. Keeping it simple, Teresa Granger says option 4, and she is not used to people denying her. I love that, Teresa. I think a lot of people, and even Carissa, were tending towards option 4. Let's hear another. Let's see from Musa says option 4. They were clearly listening to my friend when she made her suggestions. Let's see if we can get another vote of confidence for, I think, what is going to win out this morning. Let's squeeze in one more. And VJ saying option 4. The people aren't mincing their words this morning, so I guess there is only one option for my gorgeous friend over here. It is option 4.
These boots
you sold
are
them, girl.
made for walking.
Very nice.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Aren't they great? Okay, so this is the slouchy option. If you lift the pants, you
Is
can
that the
see
official
it actually
fashion
rises.
term? Slouchy?
Slouchy. Slouchy, yet structured. And I think you could wear it with a 3/4 pair of pants. You could wear it with wide leg jeans as well. It'll change depending on the vibe.
And I think because there's a bit of action with the slouch, you could even dress it up on a warmer day with something short. It's got a lot going on there. They can become a statement piece in themselves. Super functional in weather like this.
So good. The heel also is great.
It's
you
a
can
proper
walk
heel,
around all day with that.
Yeah.
And then it's got the zip details, so you can slip it on and slip it off very easily.
And we were joking because I was going to actually help her put the shoes on beforehand. We thought it would make a nice moment.
Because you know the struggle of boots.
But boots are different. I'm not lying on my back with boots trying to pull them down. We called it a Spanx moment. So
Goodness, Spanx for your feet.
Yeah, we don't need that for our feet. We want ease, we want comfort, and we want impact. They look beautiful, man.
Aren't they so good?
Really
Absolutely
nice.
love it. Well done on that choice, Mzansi. It was a collaborative effort, and I'm so glad that you definitely
You
went
sold
along the
them
same way,
completely.
didn't I?
She's lying. She is a good salesman. Well, if you're looking for the best salesman, we're going to introduce you to someone incredible after this. Give us a swirl, girl.
A swirl, girl.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Don't need no It's my feel good breakfast show.
It's 100% exactly that, Mzansi, and thank you so much for being in the building. We're always smiling bigger when you're here. Do you know what I mean?
Can you see my big smile? There we go. My Feel Good family, get your pens, get your papers ready because class is in session with the Dove Creator Collective. It is brought to you by Dove and the incredible hashtag Skin That Doves movement. It underpins the importance of embracing who you are in your skin and being authentically, excuse me, and unapologetically yourself.
100%. And we're calling all aspiring nano creators to join us as Lisego Lehobane, aka the Queen, the Leonce, unpacks how authentic narratives build personal brands. Everyone, let's give her a feel good welcome, please. Lee, how you doing, baby?
I am doing so good. How are you, ladies?
We're amazing.
good.
You look delicious. You look lovely.
Oh, thank you so much.
Interview with our Dovelies, but today we're like, you know what, we're going to have a fun time with you and we're going to play a little game. Are you excited? Are you ready?
I love games, so let's go.
Okay, do you want to explain it? So it's all
I
about
will.
stopping and scrolling.
Yes, so it's called Stay or Scroll, okay? And here today we want to know whether you would stay on the specific post or whether you're going to scroll, all right?
Yes.
So here we go. Let's get the very first one. And of course, it is a little bit of home, actually. It is a beautiful picture of a mommy, and she's got her little baby right there, and it's just so cute. It went viral, of course. And that's what we do on Expresso. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Why do you think something like that would really hit at people's heartstrings?
I think it looks very, very sweet and like so sentimental. People really love vulnerability, so I think motherhood is such a beautiful thing. Most of us love our moms, so I definitely stop. I think just the sentiment of it just makes it super special.
So special. There were actually comments and it said, your little co-host.
Oh, that is so cute.
adorable.
How
I love
beautiful.
it. I love it when we get to just, you know, kind of experience life through other people on social media, because that's what I feel like we do, right? We're seeing it from a different lens, but also experiencing it from our own, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay,
What's
next
baby?
one. Oh, don't we just adore her?
Queen Zoe.
Queen Zoe Brown.
She was a presenter right on the show.
Yes.
And then she recently moved to Australia, and then she came back and she visited us. And of course, this specific picture went viral. A face we missed and loved.
Okay.
She is visiting from Australia and breaks down moving abroad and her motherhood journey.
Definitely stopping, definitely want to find out more. I love a story. Like, I love a piece of content that has a story, a background story. So definitely stopping, double tapping, and leaving a comment.
Come on, clock it. And can I tell you another thing about someone like Zoe? I think I remember even seeing in the comments with the other, you know, videos and pictures that went viral on TikTok. Everyone was like, oh my goodness, when I was getting ready for school, Zoe was there. Or like I was getting ready for work, she was there. It's the nostalgia that kind of keeps you around.
And just seeing a familiar face, it's like, oh, it brings you back to that moment in time.
Definitely
Okay, are you
love
ready
that.
for number 3?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Times a charm.
So this is a little video. I'm going to play it for you so you can have a look, see if it's going to play.
It's
Give
our
us 2 seconds.
presenters dancing with a guy who's a self-taught choreographer.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Cheesy.
Look at that.
Yes,
Okay,
and then
okay,
moving.
okay. Not the presenters
Yes.
knowing how to dance. Eating it up. Definitely stopping. I love dancing content. Again, so sweet. Community, unity. I love it. That's so fly.
And I think just dancing, it just brings out those happy endorphins.
Absolutely.
So
I also think like dancing is the 13th language in South Africa. Do you know what I
You're
mean?
still saying 13?
Yes.
Probably the second language or the first language.
The unofficial one, 100%. I think that specific video has something like 8 million views
is
on TikTok.
crazy.
If you can't dance and you live in South Africa, some of us, it's like, what happened? What went wrong?
yes.
Oh, but my thick fiance, this is why we really always like to unpack things like this, right? Especially because of the exciting competition that Dove has going. But it's almost like, you know, why do you think that polished content really feels impressive but distant? But it's more those authentic moments, like that dance routine that wasn't so perfect, but it came together so well. Why do you think that's what draws people in?
I think people are looking for a connection. Everything on social media is very curated. It's very all about like being pretty. It's about the outside more than it is about the inside. So I think a lot of us are just looking for connection to go online because there's so many pretty things that you can look at, but to have something that has some sort of connection with other people, or like the first post you showed me of the mother and the son, you know, just some sort of vulnerability. I think we need more of that, more storytelling, more connection. The world just needs unity and love and more just connection.
It does. One thing about Vicky, she's like the perfect ambassador for Dove. And I think you've been with them for years, nearly a decade.
Nearly a decade. It's been almost 10 years. That's crazy.
How do you bring your authenticity all the time, over and over?
Being myself, literally just showing up as me and always understanding that the best story I can tell is a story that's about me because I'm the best subject that I know best. So just being myself and not being afraid of being ugly. And by ugly, it's not just a physical appearance thing, just like not being afraid of being vulnerable and sharing like the bad. Because a lot of times social media is just sharing the good and just sharing the journey and having Dove a part of it because they stand for what I stand for, which is self-acceptance, self-love, and teaching that to everyone else.
Man. That is beautiful. But obviously we have some down days. I mean, Zan and I have them too. How do you get yourself out of that hole?
I think always remembering that just because today is a dark day, next week might be the best day of my life, just from personal experiences and past experiences, surrounding myself with people who love me and care for me, surrounding myself with things that I love, taking a hot shower with my Dove, or like little practices of self-love, just moisturizing my body, spending time with my little sisters. Just, you know, and also, again, not being afraid to share it with my community, my online community, to that, hey, look here, I'm struggling with my mental health. It's always so comforting when other people are like, hey, me too. That me too, it just changes everything.
It does. It reminds you that you're not on your own,
not
right?
alone.
And our lovely nano creators out there that are about to be discovered, they're also not on their own because they have people like you who've been with Dove for almost 10 years who know the ins and outs. What kind of advice would you give them for those who want to be part of the Dove Creator Collective?
First of all, shout out to Dove for giving like upcoming influencers a chance because it's so difficult to get a brand campaign. So my biggest advice for them is don't forget to record the day in the life of and show us your real day in the life of. Don't go looking at other influencers and their polished lifestyles or whatever. Whatever circumstance you're in, whatever your story is at that time, share your story and connect it to Dove because Dove connects with our daily lives. It's deodorant, it's, you know, just little things. So tell your story as authentic as possible. Don't care too much about, I don't have equipment, I don't have the best camera. The most important thing is the story and also just finding references of people who inspire you and just follow suit.
I love
100%. I loved your story. It's literally like just tell your story because who else's story are you going to tell,
Exactly.
right?
That's why I'm like, don't go looking at other creatives and worry that, your shower's so fancy. Just do your thing. Do your thing. And just being you, that's the story.
Thickly, we absolutely love you. Everything you stand for, everything that Dove stands for. Thank you so much for joining us and all the advice for those nano creators.
Absolutely. Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
you. Of course, gorgeous. Mzansi, we are calling all aspiring nano creators because, honey, if you're a creator with a real story to tell, as the Cleante said, entries are officially open for the Dove Creator Collective. And all you got to do is simply nominate a creator who you think represents #SkinThatDoves. Then you accept it, right?
And then you accept the nomination by posting your entry on Instagram or TikTok. You then share what healthy, moisturized skin means to you. And then you tag @Dove South Africa with #Dove Creator Collective. Now remember, entries close the 31st of May, so you pretty much have the entire month. T's and C's do apply.
Dove with 1/4 moisturizer, which cares like cream for 24-hour nourished skin.
Your skin's looking glowy.
Glowing. Dove, the #1 bar, recommended by dermatologists.
What a great conversation. We love to see the girlies
FOMO.
getting together. That's what I'm saying. But Joburg, thank you for holding it down. Dove, thank you for the work that you continue to do to inspire us. And it also made me a little hungry. Can we get to cooking?
I can smell something. I think someone's gotten to cooking already. What are we making?
We're making a delicious winter warmer. We're going to make 2 variants of soups, chicken and veg, and then also butternut a little bit later.
I made a chicken and veg noodle soup yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm ahead of the game. And then our superstar is here, Brittany Meistere. Sorry, I'm the most English person on the planet, so when I try and say this name, it's going to sound very English. She is amazing. We've seen her before. She is making waves, and she is going to dominate in her lane, and she has our kind of energy, okay? So just take the energy, raise it up just a little bit, and you'll be okay. We'll see you after this.
right, Feel Good family. It is, of course, your Feel Good breakfast show right here on S3.
Yeah.
It's always better when we are together. Always and forever. I hope you guys are staying warm.
Oh, please do. But my friend, here's one way to keep you warm. It is with an incredible talent, someone that we absolutely are obsessed with right now. She captured our hearts with her debut EP 25, and she's already back on the charts. South African pop sensation Brittany Maestri joins us in studio to talk about her brand new single.
Now, her brand new single, it is called Stay, and it is a feel-good track about holding on to special connections. I mean, can you remember your life at 25?
Yes.
It was a big moment, a big milestone.
There was a lot going on.
So very lucky because Brittany has her 25 years in a record. Incredible. Everybody give her a feel-good welcome. It is Brittany Maestri.
Yes. Hello, beautiful.
Beautiful.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
You are
So good to
stunning.
be, yeah.
Yeah, you're a model.
We're staring at you. We're like, oh, what a Barbie.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
They should have put you in the Barbie movie for real.
Okay, so let's talk about your journey. You actually started when you were 16, and now being 25, you're in nearly a decade in the industry, and you actually started out on one of the biggest singing competition platforms.
Yeah.
How's that journey been since 16 to where you are now?
I think that's sort of what defined my career going forward. I think that was the stepping stone into full-time music, and that's where I started music school, and I started getting my qualifications in music, and I did Follow Me with Marley Kelly, and so that sort of started the songwriting process, and from there it was beautiful to start putting my emotions into music and lyrics and words. So it was really cool. It was that's how it sort of transitioned.
Love that. And my babes, you have been doing so great. I mean, in 2022, you recorded By My Side in Hollywood, already an international sensation. Talk to us, what did that teach you really in terms of having experience in the music industry, but also just in terms of the business side of music?
It's a different world. That everybody, you walk around in the streets and there's people playing their guitars, and it's Hollywood, and it's just everybody you can connect with on a level of artistry, and it's just everybody sort of got that creative energy, so you feed off of that energy. It's an amazing experience. It's something that I wouldn't take back for the world. It was incredible.
And then you also released a song which is called Rescue. You decided to release that on your birthday.
Yes.
Why on your birthday? And I know it is also a very vulnerable song.
Yes,
So
it is.
why did you decide to say, I'm going to share that little piece of my heart with the rest of South Africa?
Well, Rescue was the day, the premiere to my EP called 25. And so we wanted the EP to get released on my birthday when I turned 25. And we decided to tactically delay it with my producers.
Yes.
And so we released a little sneak peek, and so we chose Rescue.
Okay.
And we released, at least I released something on my birthday, and then the rest of the songs came out shortly after that. We gave them like a little bit of a sneak peek, and we used it as a promo tool.
Oh,
I love that. I love a smart girl. You know what I mean? Because also on your birthday, everyone's looking at you. Everyone's there with their attention. It's amazing.
Not just a pretty face.
Not just a pretty face,
business-minded
honey.
too.
Exactly. And this is why you're doing so well, my babe. And Stay is obviously, like you said, you know, a little bit of a follow-up.
Yes.
And it's described as a feel-good escapism track.
Yes.
You know, it's got a breezy energy to it. Talk to us about it. Why was that the perfect track, you know, to kind of follow up the EP?
I think that I wanted to explore Rihanna's Stay song. To me, growing up, that was everything to me. And when we were writing in studio, and I was with Greg, my pianist, he's here now, and we were writing, and I just said, guys, the title is Stay. The fourth song, the name is Stay. And we sort of wrote the lyrics around the title, and that's how which was super easy because it's a very emotional word. You can take it in any way. So, yeah, that's what we wanted to try and imitate in studio.
Beautiful. Take us through that single Stay, because I know it's about holding on to relationships. At 25, you're still navigating that. So what brought about that?
Well, I think we experienced life. At being 25, I released the EP for a reason.
Yeah.
I think being a woman at 25, and I hope that that's what women can relate. If you listen to the song 25, it's all about going through that little bit of a quarter-life crisis.
Yeah.
And we say that because we're not in our early 20s anymore.
No.
We're not in our late 30s, and we're sort of in this mid-phase where we need to have our things together now, and we need to start we have goals and we have expectations, and we get pressurized by social media and what other people are achieving. And it's just to say that we can figure it out. And as long as we have God at our center and we have that faith that we will figure it out.
Amen. Hallelujah, sister. I love that. And you are so right, Sana. It was a crisis at 25. It was a very big
25,
crisis.
and I'm still going through it.
We're still going through it.
No, I was going to say, let me tell you, 30 is amazing, okay? I promise you, it'll
I'm
all be
going to write
worth
an
it.
album called 30.
Oh, we're ready for it.
Okay.
Yes, baby. Thank you so much, Brittany. We're so excited to see you on the Expresso stage. And congratulations on everything, my
Thank you,
darling.
guys. I do appreciate it.
Oh, of course.
My Feel Good family, go out on all platforms, music platforms, and go listen to that EP. It is called 25, and she will be performing for us a little bit later on.
It's true indeed. You got to make sure you stick around, but you know we always have a mixed masala of things here on Expresso. And this is why. My gorgeous Graham, what's happening there in Cape TZ for Shizi? I hope you're keeping warm.
Stubborn cough as cheeky. Trust the cough doctor to sort you out and keep bossing it with Bostel. Find Bostel at your nearest retailer or pharmacy today.
Oh, girls, sometimes that mixed masala can be a little bit spicy and it can drive up the heat. And this certainly applies in our space. Busy morning, big energy everywhere, and a cough tries to step in. Not on my watch. I boss it quick with Borstal, the trusted cough fix that Mzansi's relied on for years to help handle a troublesome cough associated with colds and flu, and it's hitting now. So Borstal is also available in delicious orange and peppermint, helping you get rid of phlegm so that you can keep it moving. And now it's your turn to win your own Boza moment. So head over to the Borstal Facebook page and enter the competition. You'll find it easily, and just maybe you could be one of 10 winners scoring a 2,500 Rand Puma voucher. Doesn't that sound nice? So don't let a cough hold you back this winter. Boss it with Borstal and enter now. Good luck.
Stubborn cough as cheeky. Trust the cough doctor to sort you out and keep bossing it with Bostel. Find Bostel at your nearest retailer or pharmacy today.
Well, listen up, Nzansi, we're taking the shortest of breaks, and then on the other side of that, we're coming with really, really good news. As you know, in Cape Town, the storms have been hitting us hard, and winter, time and time again, really proves to be a tough time for those most vulnerable, and that's exactly where Keep Cape Town Warm comes in. I've got Danilo and Peter here with me that's going to show how the community has and can continue to get together to make sure that Cape Town gets through this tough season together. And then, of course, speaking about winter, we have to make soup. We're going to get into something delicious with chicken and vegetables. It definitely looks as good as it's going to taste. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back, Mzansi. It is your feel-good breakfast show, and as autumn winter is hitting, we know that in Cape Town in particular, it gets really tough. We're always reminded how many people face the cold without warmth, shelter, or even a proper meal. Now, with the Cape Storm underway, this is important now more than ever. Now, this morning we're joined by two incredible gentlemen, Danilo Akusto from Good Hope FM, as well as Peter Heger from the Community Chest, who join us to talk about the return of the annual Keep Cape Town Warm campaign and why small acts of kindness can have a life-changing impact across the city. So, gents, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Such an important conversation, and I'm so glad that we're having it again, that it's an annual initiative. Danilo, maybe I'll just start with you on this one. It returns every winter, but when you, especially when it's coming down like this, personally see people, the most vulnerable, really struggling to get through day to day, I mean, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, obviously we're always very heartbroken. I think empathy is the word that wants to come to mind the most. So many people in our country suffer, and it feels like a never-ending cycle. But at the same time, we know as a country we use the word Ubuntu a lot, like I am because you are, and you can only really live that out if you care for your brother or your sister, even if they might be homeless, even if they might be in a struggling circumstance. To be able to see and meet somebody that you know and love, that's what true community is about. That's what true love is about. That's living out Christian values, is like really trying to recognize the humanity in another person, and nobody would want their friend or family member to suffer. And so it is all of our responsibility, I suppose, to get involved in some way, shape or form, and we are because of each other. So let's do what we can, even if it is something small. That's what this campaign's about, I guess.
And thank you for that reminder, because I think so often you're in the thick of things day to day, you're not even looking up at your fellow brothers and sisters that may be struggling. And now more than ever, we really need to step up together. So Community Chest, Peter, I mean, every single year you'll come on board. So you see the reality on the ground every single day. I mean, you're based in town, so you definitely see that. So how difficult does winter actually become when it comes to our most vulnerable, whether it's families or individuals?
Well, we can see at the moment it's pouring with rain outside. We struggle to get there. We struggled to go to work yesterday. So just imagine the people who live in the low-lying areas, in the sub-economic areas. Their houses are flooded, their clothing is wet, their furniture is wet, their houses are inhabitable. And at the end of the day, we see that, and we have to prepare for that. So we have to make arrangements to see that we can help. And we are on the ground at the moment. We were on the ground yesterday. We will be on the ground today. We'll be on the ground for the rest of the week while clearing operations take place.
Sure. Danilo, beyond being on air, I love the fact, honestly, you're such an inspiration to say that in every facet in your life, you show up fully, and you are on the ground at collections, at community drives as well. Why is it so important to you to do that?
I think it's because of hope, hey? There are so many amazing people in our country who do incredible work, who give up their lives to serve our communities. And they inspire me so much more than sort of the friends and family that we know that are maybe like more stable in their economic position. So I think physically being there just reminds me that although the problem is huge, love and goodness and kindness and generosity is even bigger. And there are so many people who are doing incredible work, and I never get to meet them. So coming to the physical activations kind of removes the separation between here's some money, go do your thing, I don't want to know about it, to here's some stuff. How can we be in this relationship together? How can I see you, know you, and be part of the journey with you? And so I think it just reminds me of how good humanity can be at its best. And that's why I don't go for everyone else. I go for my own sake to remind myself that, hey, it's possible. It's not overwhelming. We can fix this problem.
Yeah, and when you show up and you show us, it encourages the next person to do the exact same, because sometimes the problem can feel overwhelming. Where do you even begin? We feel helpless, but even those small acts, like you keep saying, really do make an impact. But I love the fact, Peter, that dignity, more than anything, is an overarching theme here, because every human is deserving of that. It's not just about survival, right? So why is feeling seen but also cared for so important?
It's important. Every individual that gets born equal.
That's right.
And we have equal rights in South Africa, and everybody's equal as you grow up. And we must encourage those and give them dignity and love, as Danilo says, right? And make sure that they have everything in life. So it's not just one blanket, one can of food. It is an ongoing process. And we see that in Bree Street. We have a soup kitchen every year in the middle of the fancy restaurants in Bree, and we feed the homeless people there. And every Friday they come, and they're excited to come. And we share with them. We've seen people also leave that space and come back into society. And that's, I think, ultimately what we're trying to do, is to bring people back into society. And I must say the city of Cape Town is doing a fantastic job. You know, they've opened a number of shelters, new shelters, almost monthly, and they're housing the homeless. So on a day like this, in the last 48 hours, it's been incredibly bad in Cape Town. It was probably the worst thing we've seen it in our lives. And they have some place to go, some place to sleep. You know, we come out of our hot beds this morning. We didn't sleep too well, possibly, because it's still blowing, the wind is still howling outside, and it will only ease off later this afternoon. But at least they have some place to go and shelter and have a meal. And we provide them with an additional meal, a different meal, in the space, in a normal space in Bree Street, where I have all the fanciness that one
Because
can
we know
offer.
every first Thursday it's packed with other kind of people that are there.
That's correct.
Good Hope FM is also doing their thing as well. Dina, you and I know about this. Every Wednesday, the Roger Good Breakfast Show is out there in support with the Community Chest, the CSI partner, and the city of Cape Town, rather. And it's been a beautiful thing just seeing them connect with children and connect with people and say, this is where you can come through and donate things, hey, Danilo, big or small. It's about showing up in all those ways.
Correct. It's almost like a change of heart that we're asking for, is to say, even if it is a small can, that is something that has come from your generous heart. Like, teaching you generosity doesn't have to be about millions of rands. We're so grateful for the city of Cape Town for being involved this year. We wouldn't have had the kind of support that they had, but I can tell that their hearts are changed. They bleed for the community that are out there, and they want to do something about it. This initiative just feels so aligned with what they're looking for, but it doesn't have to be their, deeper pockets from, government. It can also be our own, anything small. I think that's what catches us when we're at the handovers. These are small NGOs sometimes. They're not even registered. Some of them are not even registered. They're just community groups that have come together to support a need. And when somebody just brings a can and it's all that they have, but they want to be there, that is the true treasure, really. It's not about the quantity. It really is about the small things. But the big acts also count as well, too, I'm sure.
And we've had a number of sponsors come on board this year. The city, obviously, which has given the campaign a boost. We've collected more than 300,000 rand so far.
Wow.
Right?
Can we announce something really big?
We can announce something really big.
Please bring in our announcement. Yeah, super excited. Tell us more about it, Peter.
It's a big check.
One of our sponsors has come on board, and they handed me this check yesterday to bring here for 100,000 rand. And I want to say they've been very supportive. They've provided us with a vehicle to pick up the items on a Wednesday. They've also collecting at their branches. They're filling little caddies up with blankets from their customers and staff.
Nobody's going to be barren with barons.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
if you want to hold the check,
I would love
so
to have
big.
never held a check before. 100,000 rand. Do I look rich because I feel rich?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's all donated to charity, though. Okay.
And then I must say, we also put in 150,000 as the community chest. Last year we donated 98 because we're 98 years old. We decided to increase it. Our inflation almost doubles, right? More than 50%. So we're donating 150,000. And then one of our benefactors, one of our people who donate to us is donating 53,000 rand.
Sure.
And they also trying to involve their staff.
You're making it sound like we don't need anything more.
No,
we
this
need
is actually a
help.
challenge.
And we've also put in an appeal yesterday, asking people to support the current campaign, and also the situation in Cape Town, which is dire for some people. And we appeal again to corporates and individuals to donate and make sure everybody's warm. I also want to thank the city for clearing the roads, cutting the trees, and reconnecting electricity.
Thank you, and thank you guys for all the work that you do. This is incredible, and yes, it is a challenge, like Peter said. So if you are a corporate right now wanting to keep Cape Town warm from across the country and beyond, please make sure that you donate. And if you are in Cape Town and want to show up at any of the outside broadcasts, they will be at different junior schools until the end of May. So please make sure on a Wednesday you join between 6 and 9 o'clock along with Roger Good and the Breakfast Show on Good Hope FM. Congratulations once again for bringing this back. We can't wait for the end of the campaign. Yes, we will bring them back on the show to show exactly how well Cape Town backed their own people.
Oh, man. Welcome back to the kitchen. Thank you so much to everyone involved in what I'm going to call the most wholesome moment on Expresso this year. Absolutely love it. And hopefully it's got you thinking about what you can do directly around you. The community, we just heard Tears, who are looking after everyone's forgotten pets. They were hit incredibly hard. So please think about what you can do. Right now, we're going to show our love language in the kitchen. And I think there is nothing quite like a bowl of chicken soup to heal the soul, also heal the body. But today we aren't just cooking for one. We are leading and loading this pot with every immune-boosting veg that we can find to create a winter warmer meant for sharing.
Yes.
Chef Jay, this is your creation, and I can see it's loaded, buddy. But you can do that with a chicken soup, right?
You can do it with the chicken soup. You can, you know, sorry, we always speak about those vegetables we have lingering in our fridge, and they always have a place in a soup. So whatever you
100%.
have, put that in a soup, and it's a great way to make a little go a long way. And I love that discussion just now about how small steps, we can all take those small steps to make change.
You can feed your neighbor. Just
Really.
something small like that. If I think of when we were going through the darkest yards, COVID, post my op, new baby born, my poor wife was dealing with the most in that moment. And our neighbors just took it upon themselves to cook dinner so that she could deal with me and the kids and all of this insanity. And it was one of the, I still talk about it 5 years down the line. One meal. Come on, we can do that. And there are people that don't have access to resources at all.
And that's the reality, Graham, is that you don't have to look far these days to find people who really need, you know,
Out
a meal.
your
good.
window.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's not just about the unhoused. It's about people at all levels experiencing different difficulties. You know, and it's, I mean, us as friends, we do this thing where we do a meal share.
I love
so
that.
I'll make a big pot of soup, and friends will come over, grab a bunch, and that
Oh,
saves them.
I bet you everybody's coming to your house for meal share.
So let's talk about this soup, right? So there's two ways to make a chicken soup.
Okay.
Generally, people will use fresh raw chicken. That takes a lot longer, but you do get a much deeper extraction of nutrients from the bird.
And when we say nutrients, you're getting collagen, you're getting so
the marrow from the bones,
out
you're
of
getting,
this.
you know, goodness from the skin, the meat, the juices, everything just all in one. And you can definitely start off with that. So that way you'd start with a pot of water, put your raw chicken in, and let
And
that
like
cook.
boil it down like
you know,
a stock.
for an hour and a
Wow.
half to 2
Okay.
hours. But we're going to do a cheats method here because, you know, winter's creeping in, the sniffles are arriving,
Yeah.
and so you need to be able to whip this up and make your loved ones feel special as well.
And the joy here, why we always lean on, I think, a chicken soup when we are sick is because you can load it with all the right kind of nutrients.
Exactly.
So it almost feels like you're wasting a chicken if you're not cooking it down like this and extracting all the nutrient value. But we've got some beautiful flavors that
Yes.
go with the healthy things
so
as well.
In the pot, we've got some celery, onions, and carrots. Can't go wrong. This is a good base for a soup, a stew, or a pie filling. So into that, I'm going to also add some leeks.
I love leeks in any way, shape, or form, but I'm finding if you add them, you don't want too much of the onion flavor, but you want that to hum underneath there. It just cooks beautifully, it softens beautifully.
Exactly, and a great way to sort of remove that onion, you know, forward flavor from the leeks is to saute them in a bit of garlic, olive oil, and butter, and that really draws out the sweetness from the
Oh,
leeks.
that nuttiness. I think it's Anatoly, our great Turkish chef, friend of the show. He literally just cooks them in tomato puree, bit of olive oil, puts it in the oven for about an hour, and it comes out like melting.
Listen,
Just gorgeous.
leeks on a braai are sensational.
I like that. You can
Sensational.
have a winter braai for your leeks.
So into the pot, some garlic and ginger. I keep my ginger whole because, again, it's about that warmth. That, you know, it's not just about food as sustenance. It's about food as you know, a memory, food as a comfort. You know? So
Completely.
that's going to add that nice warmthness that we need in there.
And the joy here is whatever you're putting in, it can be rustic. You're going to go for maximum nutrient extraction. That's the point of a stew, is you can get the health that you need out of every ingredient. So we're not going to rush this process. We're going to start with the picking apart of the bird in just a moment. And I
So-
do love a rotisserie chicken
So
for this.
actually what I'm going to do, Graham, is I'm going to put the whole bird into the pot.
Get out.
I'm still going to put the whole bird into the pot. There's a few pieces that were left over there. That goes into the pot, and that's going to cook down for about 20 minutes. And then you can remove the bird, peel it apart, remove the skin if you're not into it. and then continue cooking it so that it continues developing. We've got another one on the go here,
wow.
and you can have a look at how beautifully that's just
that
developed.
looks gorgeous. Okay, well, you can scan the QR code in the meantime and start cooking along with us. Don't rush it. Get all the nutrients out of the bird, out of the veggies that you can. We're going to continue our cooking process. And, of course, I think Orky did a great job following your recipe. It looks beautiful, which is a great jumping off point. It is a winter warmer. Scan the QR code, cook along. We'll see you after this. Yes, my mouth is watering so much looking at it.
What if your dessert came with a little extra and 2,000 Rand in your pocket? Stand a chance to win one of 3 2,000 Rand cash prizes, plus a smooth, creamy Country Fresh hamper. To enter, post a pickle video showing us how you add that extra to your favorite dessert using Country Fresh mango and vanilla alongside your pack. Tag @countryfresh_SA and @Expresso Show and use hashtag #CountryFreshDesserts. Competition closes midday 20 May. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, thanks for sticking around. 1 hour left with you, so let's celebrate in the best Expresso way possible with 86 million Rand. Powerball Plus hasn't been playing around lately, and that's what's sitting in our estimated jackpot today, 86 million Rand. So please, you know the drill by now. Go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, and we'll keep reminding you. Our amazing social media team will keep all of those little details up there so you've got no excuses. Go and panda push a play your Powerball Plus for 86 million Rand. Oh, there will be signs. All the best of luck for that. We have got 1 hour left with you to savor, as I said, so let's do the grown-up thing, get through those sporting and news headlines, then the fun can begin.
Well, just a minute after 8 o'clock, let's dive straight into your national news headlines. Mzansi, where gale force winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour have caused further destruction in the Garden Route and Little Karoo areas, delaying rehabilitation efforts after recent floods. Disaster officials reported damage to homes, businesses and infrastructure across towns including George, Mossel Bay, Knysna and Oudtshoorn. Now, 3 trucks were blown over on the N2 near Riversdale, while schools and businesses were forced to close. Residents in informal settlements were also affected, with some left homeless after strong winds destroyed their homes. Meanwhile, severe weather in the Eastern Cape has damaged Eskom infrastructure leaving several communities without electricity. Broken poles and damaged medium and low voltage lines were reported across districts including Amatole, Chris Hani, Sarah Bartman, OR Tambo, and Buffalo City Metro. Heavy rain and strong winds caused widespread destruction in 5 district municipalities and 1 metro. ESCOM spokesperson Zama Mpondwana said technicians have been dispatched to affected areas to restore power supply safely and as quickly as possible. Internationally speaking, Russia and Ukraine have traded accusations of violating a 72-hour U.S.-brokered ceasefire set to expire yesterday. Now, Ukrainian officials reported Russian drone and artillery attacks in Kharkiv and Kherson, killing 2 people and injuring several others. Russia insisted it had observed the truce and accused Ukraine of repeated breaches. Now, despite reduced military activity, fighting has continued. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said preparations are underway for a major prisoner exchange, while diplomatic efforts to secure broader peace talks do continue. In other news, French President Emmanuel Macron has called for increased investment in Africa during the Africa Forward Summit co-hosted with Kenyan President William Ruto in Nairobi. Macron announced more than €1 billion in French investment commitments, including upgrades at the port of Mombasa and renewable energy projects. Now, France and Kenya signed 11 agreements covering transport, agriculture, and nuclear energy. Ruto described the partnership as mutually beneficial, saying African nations are seeking balanced international relationships focused on shared growth and development. For your news for this Tuesday morning, we close off on this note with the 79th Cannes Film Festival that has officially opened on the French Riviera, welcoming filmmakers, stars, and cinema lovers from around the world. Now, French actress Aya Dara is playing a leading role in this year's opening ceremony, describing the opportunity as emotional but also dreamlike. Now, Dara says she hopes to bring sincerity as well as passion to all the celebrations. The festival continues to shine as a global platform for storytelling, creativity, and growing conversations around representation and diversity in the film industry. Well, that is where we leave your news for today. We'll see what's happening again on Wednesday at 6 a.m. For now, your final sporting update.
Let's get the tough news out the way first. No, for the neutral on any planet, this has been the best footballing year, and it's come with some major stresses as well. None more so than for Tottenham Hotspur. They failed to ease their relegation worries as they could only manage a 1-1 draw against Leeds United in their English Premier League to villain by conceding a penalty. And of course, Leeds were able to convert to level matters. Now, tonight, all eyes will turn to Manchester City as they host Crystal Palace in their efforts to chase down Arsenal at the top of the summit. Now we get back into the local footballing challenge, and it's also going to go down to the wire, and we love it for the fans. Mamelodi Sundowns play their final Premiership game of the season tonight as they travel to TS Galaxy. So victory would move Sundowns 6 points clear at the top of the table, although second-placed Orlando Pirates still have 2 games in hand. Oh, the action goes down at Mbombela Stadium tonight. It kicks off at 7:30. Brazilians, this is the one you want to show up for. Now, the South Africans have been showing up daily in the IPL. It's been a very happy hunting ground, and David Miller starred yesterday, helping the Delhi Capitals secure a 3-wicket victory over the Punjab Kings. So Miller smashed 51 of just 28 balls as the Capitals chased down 211 for victory, condemning Punjab now to a 4th successive defeat. Now we round off with tennis, and I think the rest of the men's field must be scared. World number 1 Yannick Sinner showed no signs of slowing down in 2026, brushing aside Australia's Alexei Popyrin in straight sets to book his place in the last 16 of the Italian Open. I'm sure making his home crowds very happy. Looks like he's having the time of his life, dominating that one, 6-2-6 love. So Sinner will now next face qualifier Andrea Pellegrino in an all-Italian showdown. Again, a great one for the local fans. And that's where we leave our sports for this morning. For your Tuesday morning, let's get one last look at the roads before you head off to work.
Well, thank you, G-Man. Let's check out your traffic for the final time today. Out in Centurion in Johannesburg, congestion is building on the N1 southbound, and that's between Brakfontein Interchange as well as Samrand Avenue. Now, currently all lanes are open, but motorists can still expect some delays as you head on out there. We head over to Cape Town roads now, where Cape Town commuters are urged to drive with extra caution as flooding has been reported in several areas across the city. So please do stay safe as you take on your daily travels, and we wish you all the best out there. That's where we leave your roads. Let's have a final check-in with your weather. Well, out in Polokwane, you are in for a bright and sunny day. Your temperatures start at a low of 12 degrees, but then it does rise to a nice high and a warm high of 28. Now, your week ahead does bring you mostly sunny skies with temperatures in the high 20s. It does peak at 29 degrees tomorrow. Klerksdorp, you're up next, where you can look forward to a sunny day that lies ahead. Temperature-wise, it begins at a low of 7, and then it does peak at 22 as your high. And as we take a look at the week ahead, it's mostly sunny skies that will be dominating your side of town, with temperature highs in the low 20s. Well, in Pretoria, you can also expect a mostly sunny day, but it is accompanied by light westerly winds. Now let's look at your temperatures. It ranges between 10 degrees and 24 degrees. And as we take a look ahead, it's going to be a sunny week. Now, your temperature highs do remain in the mid-20s, but there's no rain in sight. Let's see what the City of Gold has to offer. Out in Johannesburg, you can look forward to sunny skies with moderate southwesterly winds. Taking a look at your temperatures now, a low of 7 is how you get started with a high of 20. And for the days ahead, expect highs in the high teens to low 20s, clear again of any rain. Mbombela, let's see what's going on your side. Your day kicks off under bright and sunny skies. Temperatures range from a chilly 13 to a very warm 29 degrees. Now, looking at the week ahead, it does bring you partly cloudy skies, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 13 and 29. And then in the beautiful Bloemfontein, today brings partly cloudy skies along with moderate northwesterly winds. Temperatures rise from a low of 7 degrees to a high of 18. And over the coming days, expect intervals of clouds and sunshine with highs in the high teens to lower 20s. Heading to the coastline next, starting out in Richards Bay. Today you can look forward to partly cloudy skies. Now, your temperatures range between 17 and 28 degrees. And as we look ahead, cloudy and wet conditions are expected with a 65% chance of rain on Thursday. Heading into Durban next, where your day brings you mainly sunny skies with gentle northerly winds. Well, let's take a look at your temperatures now. They start at 17, but it does climb to a nice comfortable 29 degrees. Going into the week ahead, expect cloudy conditions to dominate with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. All right, Mtata, it's your turn next, where you can prepare for a cloudy day ahead with noticeable northwesterly winds sitting at 31 kilometers per hour. Temperatures climb from a low of 16 to a high of 24 degrees. Now, over the coming days, you can expect clouds to stick around with temperature highs in the low to mid-20s. And then let's see Uba next, formerly Craddock. On your side, you're in for a cool, cloudy and windy day. Now, your wind speed is sitting at 40 kilometers per hour. Temperatures do move between a low of 12 and a high of 18 degrees. Tomorrow brings you partly sunny skies with temperatures ranging between 4 and 19 degrees. And then we head into Kukompo City, formerly East London. For your side, a cloudy day is what you can expect with gentle westerly winds. Temperatures, well, they'll do rise from a cool 15 to 24 degrees. And as we look at the week ahead, you can expect sun-filled skies with strong winds expected tomorrow. Ebeja, out in GQ, you can expect light morning showers at 90% chance with moderate westerly winds. Temperatures do range between a mild 14 and then a pleasant 18 degrees. Now, the week ahead brings cloudy and sunny conditions with strong winds moving in from tomorrow. And then in the gorgeous George, showers are forecast today at 95% with light westerly winds. Temperatures rise from a low of 13 and make its way to 17 as your high. Looking ahead, partly sunny skies will persist with temperatures remaining in the mid to high teens. Well, let's see an update on Cape Town. Today brings you heavy rain forecast at 95%. There'll also be strong winds reaching up to 34 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range between 14 and 18 degrees. As for the upcoming days, it will be cloudy and all of those will stick around, and your temperatures remain in the mid to high teens. And then into Sutherland we go, another chilly one. Today brings you rain chance at 95% with possible snow and very strong winds. Temperatures ranging between 6 and 11 degrees. Now tomorrow does remain partly rainy with temperatures ranging between a chilly 2 and a cold 11. And then out in Kimberley, expect mostly sunny skies accompanied by light westerly winds. Temperatures range from a crisp 7 degrees to a high of 21. Heading into the week, expect sunny skies to dominate with temperature highs in the high teens and even making it into the lower 20s. And then lastly, out in Uppington, today expects mostly clear and sunny skies with gentle westerly winds. Temperatures start at a low of 7 and rises to a high of 22 degrees. Now the days ahead bring you plenty of sunshine with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 6 and 21 degrees. Well, hopefully you're feeling prepared for the day ahead. And as we get into the final 8 o'clock view, we want to build up the anticipation just a little bit. So before we even reveal that, let's see how 6 and 7 o'clock unfolded. Here's a bit of a recap. We started off in Durban, where Siobhan Plaatjes captured a dramatic but also moody sunrise scene with a warm golden glow just breaking beneath those thick clouds and the cover that they provided, silhouetting with the tree lines. Beautiful view, and thank you so much for that. An hour later, 7 o'clock hit and we went to Kugompo. East London is what was represented, where Willie de Koning photographed a vibrant dawn featuring fiery orange and gold skies that was casting a warm glow over the quiet neighborhood that he belongs to, and of course those palm trees below. Absolutely beautiful, Willie. And then finally, we're here at 8 o'clock. So let's see what PMB looks like through the eyes of Mervyn Fenner. Thank you, family, for getting in touch. You've captured a stunning panoramic sunrise stretching across the hills with soft golden light beneath those layers of astrostratus clouds. You thought I didn't know weather. I know so much about the weather. Astrostratus, thank you so much for getting in touch, Mervyn. We really do appreciate that. And every single view that came through on the hour, every hour. We do it again tomorrow, that midway point into the weekend. Here's the number 063-036-9649. For now, let's get into the final hour, and what better way than a performance?
Stand by. My Feel Good Breakfast show. She is about to perform for you live right here at our Samsung DQX studio. She is a pop sensation, an absolute cutie pie. Her name is Brittany Maestri. Alongside her, pianist, producer, co-writer, and all-round bestie. His name is also Gregory Nottingham. Put your hands together, my Feel Good family. It is Stay.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for rejoining what has been a really inspirational show. We have been approaching a kind of winter warmer attitude this morning. How can we improve the lives of those around us? Well, in winter, it becomes that more dominant, but I think every day of the year, if you look around, you will see a need. And if you're looking for proof that community spirit is alive and well, to answer that need, then look no further than the 100 Wave Challenge that took over Strandfontein Pavilion this past Saturday. Apparently, it was awe-inspiring. The event, championed by the 9 Miles Project, you've heard of them before, brought together surfers, families, ocean lovers, and everyone else to raise funds and create safe spaces for the local community. So joining us and looking very proud this morning, founder of 9 Miles Project, Nigel Saville, along with a grade 12 student and 9 Miles learner and a surfer, yes, Yannick Swartboy. Gentlemen, can we give them a big round of applause, our non-existent studio audience? I fish for a studio audience every day for moments like this because you guys deserve a round of applause.
Thank you, Glenn.
After 100 waves, I suppose the first question, how are you feeling?
Wow, you know, with putting on an event, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, we're feeling, but of course we have to do postings now. But it's definitely a challenge, but a worthy challenge, you know.
Just if I can take a step back, because I know a lot about 9 Miles and how effective you guys are, but to set the scene for us, talk to us about the organization itself. How are you guys set up?
Yeah, so 9 Miles, we create safe spaces for youth at risk in
that.
coastal communities of South Africa, and we use the catalyst of surfing. It's mentorship, you know, it's holistic support, it's skills development. We doing practical solutions and pathways to sustain our youth in South Africa.
Brilliant. And the tools are already there.
Correct.
You're not layering in something that doesn't exist. It's already there. The talent is there. Are you strong enough, though, for 100 waves? How are you feeling, Yannick? How was the experience for you, man?
Experience in 9 Miles 100 Wave Challenge, yeah, it was hectic that day. It was very busy, but it was great getting to come together as a community and serve others.
I love that because we forget about that responsibility in this country. You've got to serve.
Yeah.
We are here by virtue of the fact that others were willing to do that for us.
Yes.
And I think that's such a powerful thing. How did it work on the day? Did you surf 100 waves yourself? Did you guys take it on as a group effort, tag team? How did it play out?
Yeah, so like me and the 9 Miles students, we came together as a team. And we were a team of 10, so we each got 10 waves, so
yeah,
spaced it out, so it was quite easy for us.
And they're also learning the vital skill of pecking order on a wave, my friend. If we could just introduce that, I've heard at Musees, things would get a lot simpler. Now, we joke about the culture around surfing until you're in it. And I've got a lot of surfer boys in the set, and Ryle obviously loves what you guys are doing because he sees the power of it. But what is it about this community that works so well? You're talking about life lessons here, major moments of mentoring. Why is surfing such a great vehicle for that?
I think it teaches you such values of perseverance, determination. You're overcoming that wave, you know.
Every time you've got to do it.
Every time. And the thing about a wave, it's not the same wave, it's different, it's unique. So it's about unique opportunities in life and grabbing that. And of course, just to make the backline, you have to push through things, and you're also going to wipe out. So you're going to get back on your board. So it teaches such values and principles, fundamentals that you live everyday life by. And so this is what we've translated 9 Miles Project into everyday living, so that Yannick's now in matric and he can apply these principles daily and impact his community.
Well, if he is feeling purpose-driven already, that's the key. People end up in TV land for one reason and one reason only. They can paint it however they want. It's purpose. When a person discovers their purpose and the passion behind that, then they end up on the manifestation station that is this couch. So, buddy, I'm going to ask you, what do you get out of surfing? Personally, a great moment like this to do something for others, but this is shaping the man that you're becoming. What do you get out of your surfing?
Out of my surfing, surfing is like, it's helped me a lot in my life. Like, my passion has grown a lot with surfing. Like surfing is not just a sport, it's more of a lifestyle.
I love that.
Yeah, like, it really does help me a lot. Like, even with school, like Nigel said, push through to get to the back. Like, You have to
Just
be
getting through
consistent.
the door
Yeah.
and you've arrived. I love the fact that you're getting daily validation. How do we take this to the next level? Because this is a plug and play. I mean, this is the magic of what you can do in South Africa if you have the vehicle. Where do you need support? How can people lean into what you're achieving every day?
Yeah, well,
Money. Give us your money.
Get on this wave, you know. It takes a village to raise a child.
Oh, completely,
And
buddy.
so we call on people to come and volunteer, give up their time, give up their skill set, you know, come find out what we're doing, you know. I always tell people to come and see firsthand on the ground what we're doing.
If you experience it, you'll never go back,
Exactly,
I think. Eh?
and if it's for you, you know. Believe in our vision, you know, and be a part of that. You know, our slogan is go in the distance. We're not just for a one-day impact, you know. This is a life that we walk in a journey with, you know.
You're holding the line.
So that he can become an agent of change, you know, to his family, to his community, to the global community at large, later in his life. And that's what the project's about.
Well,
that
you're
wave.
doing it. You're doing it. And we are on that wave. We are right on the cusp of that. So, well, you're on the manifestation station right now. It's a powerful tool, my friend. Where do you want to go with this? Do you want to go pro with your surfing? Do you want to take that? What do you want for your future?
For my future, like surfing, like I said, it's been a passion in my heart. So I would actually like after school, I would like to go and make my own surf brand. Maybe even to surf school, serve others.
Well, it's going to happen now. To 100% certainty, the manifestation station works, Boo. I think you understand the power of these moments. No, you get it.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a long way when you apply it to a young person's journey. And
Yes.
this is amazing. Well done, brother. 100 waves. I love that. But it's the thousands of waves to come that excite me most. And it's the next wave that teaches us the lesson every time. And I can't even surf, and I'm getting the lesson. I think this is phenomenal. Always inspiring, seeing young people being empowered through, I think, programs like this, but also being inspired to pay that forward. So to Nigel and to Yannick, thank you so much. To the rest of the surfers that went out there as well, thank you. But most importantly, to the communities that come together for moments like this, to literally put their money and their heart where their mouth is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say, like, I don't know, what's a cool surfing term?
Yeah, like.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports Betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code TheBeat50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3, and it's always so good to be with you. And listen, particularly in winter, we want to keep you nice and warm. Yes. All of just the whole country is feeling how we're genuinely going into winter now.
And the thing is, it's not even just us, it's all of our fur babies too, because this winter, the temperatures are going to drop across South Africa, and animal welfare organizations are reminding pet owners that the colder months can be especially harsh for vulnerable animals.
It's true, and this is why this morning joining us is Woodrock Animal Rescue's Jackie Martez, who oversees programs at one of the country's oldest independent pro-life rescue centers. With more than 500 rescued animals in their care, Woodrock continues its mission to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome animals while educating communities on responsible pet care. Everyone, let's give this hero a feel-good welcome, please.
Thank you.
Queen, how are you?
Good, and you. Thank you so much for having me this
Thank
morning.
you for coming. I call you a hero because not all heroes wear capes. There you are rescuing these beautiful, vulnerable animals. And thank you so much for that work that you are doing, because someone has to do it, right?
100%.
But my
Thank you.
Jackie, let's jump right into it, because I feel like sometimes people don't understand how tough the winter months can actually be on rescues. But more than anything else, you know, just pet owners in general sometimes don't understand the care that their pets might need as we go into these colder months. Can you talk to us? How do pet owners keep their animals safe and just allow them to have a better chance of really enjoying the winter months?
So I think that everybody forgets that pets also need to drink water during summer, winter. They don't really drink because they feel like, you know, they need to get in their liters. They drink because they're thirsty. So I think the most important is to make sure that they have water available for them. The second is that they're not in the elements. I mean, our wind, you know, is crazy. We've had a lot of rain, and the elements really are, you know, they're not healthy for the animals, and also they can cause ear infection, all of those kind of things. And then something else that no one really thinks about in your having pets at home is we all want to put jerseys on the dogs, and you want them to look all cute, and you know, you get all these cute little different jerseys. But you're putting them, if you've got a long-haired dog and you're putting them on that long hair is knotting and twisting, and if you don't take it off enough for them or brush them, then you know, then you're causing, like, restricting their blood flow and all of that. So my suggestion is, if you have a long-haired dog and you're going to want to keep a jersey on them, obviously take it off at certain times of the day. I think you should shave them first, because then, you know, they're like neat underneath and they've got their jersey on top. So those are, for me, like really important things. And then obviously just animal health. Just make sure that you're still grooming them right, you're still cutting their nails, you're still checking how they're doing. And of course, give them some extra loves and blankets and all of that in a home, like, you know, in a private home.
Stunning. Sure, and for us as humans, when we get cold, we're like, okay, let's put an extra jacket on, let's put the heater on. But for the poor fur babies, they're not able to speak to us about it. So what are some of the common mistakes that we make when we have the fur babies during the winter months?
So we are the voice of the voiceless, as you said. They can't tell us how they're feeling or anything else, and they look at you with no judgment. And they'll look at you and love and adore you just the way you are, whether you've given them an extra jersey or blanket or not. So I just think that from our perspective, I do think that we need to be cognizant. If we're feeling cold, they definitely feeling cold. And just to make sure that the environment is clean, it's neat, and that they do have sufficient blankets and warmth, and that they do are away from the elements, that they're inside in a warm, cozy home.
I love that. And speaking of being sufficient, I need to ask, because 500 animals is not an easy thing to look after. Ma'am, how do you guys as Woodrock Rescue, really get to be, I want to say ready for the winter months? How do you guys gear up for it and make sure that the babies are ready to go?
So, we have this constant fear about the animals in the communities out there, those animals that don't have what we have. Our shelter is very much, we believe that animals should be inside. So all our animals do sleep in an enclosed environment, every one of them. Not, the pigs have also got, even the pigs and the donkeys have got their area with their heaters, for them. But at Woodrock Animal Rescue, make sure that they're all closed up, nice and snug, the dogs at night. And they've got red lamps in their rooms to keep them nice and warm, obviously extra blankets, and so it's super cool. But as I say, our biggest concern, our biggest worry are the community animals that are out there in the elements, and they just don't have access to what we're able to give.
Shame.
And I think exactly like humans too, when it's the colder months, the elderly, the kittens, the babies, they struggle during the winter months as well. So what would you say are the telltale signs of your animal struggling, especially during the winter months?
So animals are just like humans. If they get cold, they're going to shiver. You know, they're going to want to come and snuggle up to you, especially, you know, cats speak their own language. So they'll come and try and sit on your lap, or they might try and, you know, cuddle under your blanket. And dogs will do the same thing as well. So you can definitely see that.
I love that. And I think that, you know, there's a lot of us sometimes who sit here and go, we want to help. You know, we want to kind of put in a little bit of an injection into a place like Woodrock Animal Rescue. So can you talk to us? How can we support a shelter like that?
So there's different ways to do it. You know, Woodrock support a lot of other shelters as well, and we obviously help the communities in different areas. We do sterilizations, we look after them medically, and you know, this time of year for our shelter and for the others, our dogs at Woodrock don't sleep in kennels.
Okay.
But we are always desperately looking for kennels for the communities, our outreach projects, for those animals to protect them from the elements. And obviously we are doing a massive blanket drive. So the blankets help obviously us, and then we share to the other shelters and of course to the communities. When the animals come and they get sterilized, they'll go home with food and, you know, all their necessary things, their blankets, if we need to give kennels or whatever. So that's something that the community can definitely help with, as well as that, you know, we try and help the people as well. So Mandela Day is coming up, and we say, you know, anything. We've got a thrift store, an amazing thrift store, and everything that, you know, people donate to us, we put into the thrift stores. We obviously go through them. Things that we can't use or we can't sell will go to the communities. And then everything that we do sell financially, it comes back to Woodrock, which helps our medical. It goes straight to our clinic, and it helps from a medical perspective. So what can you guys do? You can donate thrift. You guys can donate blankets. You guys can donate food. We are feeding over 500 animals in the community a month besides our animals. So you can donate food. You know, there's so much to do. You can volunteer. Human food as well. I mean, you know, as I say, we are out there helping people all the time. So anything, look around your homes. If you're not using something, bring it through, and it's not going to be wasted. It's going to go directly straight to the cause.
And where can people find Woodrock? Where can they come and do their drop-offs?
So they can come through to Woodrock Animal Rescue itself. The details are all on our website, www.woodrockanimalrescue.co.za. And then also we are at 9 Yards Parktown North on a Saturday and Sunday. We've got a little pop-up that goes through there. So you guys can bring your goods. We're very excited for that. And then Forest Crossing, we're on a Saturday as well doing the same thing. We do have our cat cafe in Kalami Corner.
So cute.
And so drop-off there is super cool if you can. We love it. And I've mentioned Woodrock. And then our thrift store. We've got a, you know, it's drop off stuff there as well. So we're trying to open up all areas for you guys.
You guys have made it so easy for us to come and help. I mean, there's no reason to not come and help you guys. Not all heroes wear capes. Thank you so much for the lovely work you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Continue doing the great work you are.
Thank you.
Oh, Mzansi, we always say it's always better when we're together, and that is why it's always better when we're able to do something meaningful together as a family, right?
100%. We are, of course, always checking in on each other, but don't forget to check in on your animals to make sure that they're super warm.
100%. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, a whole lot more right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Let's be honest, especially coming from me, shopping already feels good when you're scoring a deal. But what if your trolley came with a surprise bonus? That's exactly the kind of birthday energy Game Stores is bringing to stores, listen, Graham, across the entire country.
I love this. I love this kind of energy, and it feels kind of nostalgic, and I like this. So Game is giving away 96 gift cards nationwide, valued at 560 Rand each. And entering couldn't be easier. I know people are already like, okay,
How do I get
560, what do I spend that money on? I love that. So all you need to do is head into any participating store, shop any birthday deal in store, and you could win a 500 Rand gift card. Boom.
I love that. Well, Game, you're going to be seeing me after this.
560, sorry. People be coming to me for that
never
extra
skip the
60 bucks.
60.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's
For
not coming
56
from me.
years of Game, we love to see it. Participating Game staff will be on the lookout, of course, with 96 winners nationwide. So you may be pleasantly surprised while you're doing your shopping.
I like that. And I'm normally a bit standoffish. I don't like people approaching me. I'm going to have to change my mode. Okay, please, if you're wanting to give me something, just come and do it. And I'll try to be as friendly as possible. What is on your wish list, my
A
friend?
Game,
Yeah.
everything. Okay, so you reminded me
I
that
know.
Game sells groceries.
Yes,
I
I
forgot
know.
about that. But the tech side and the home side always sees me. So like a heater, especially as the
Ooh.
colder weather's hitting.
I'm
definitely
thinking like
want in
a
my
gas
room.
heater type vibe, like an old school gas heater. Is there
Please.
anything like that?
I've only got one. I need about 3 more.
Oh,
That's just
man.
how it works, isn't it?
Promise you, Mom, I won't burn my school jersey on it again. I promise you, I won't do it. The amount of times I tell my son not to put his school clothes anywhere
On
near
the
a heater.
heater.
It was cold in Joburg at
Come
5:30 in the morning, okay? I think for me, an air fryer is beckoning. I think I need to
100%.
take it to a high level. Now I need the bigger,
You have
what
to
do you
cook a
call it,
whole
literage.
chicken within it.
A turducken.
A tur-
It's going to happen one day, okay? We're going to bring Christmas along too soon. We are all about birthday celebrations at this stage.
true.
Now, I love Game for the fact that they understand our pressure points. So they make things that really do help a lot cheaper, but they also give us the chance to breathe and dream and just spoil ourselves. So hopefully this birthday golden moment will be yours and not just Game's. But the competition closes on the 1st of June, so plenty of time to get in on the fun and start planning your little wish list. And you can find the T's and C's officially on expressoshow.com as my friend heads off to the kitchen to, I don't know, maybe put our air fryer to the test. But this is a great time to stock up on some of those winter essentials as well. And I'm going to ask you once again, don't just think about the big ticket items, those investment pieces, even the tech in the kitchen. Think about your day-to-day essentials. Well, it's all about those winter warmers. How about a nice spiced butternut soul warmer? Now we're hitting the right notes.
You're right, we're back in the kitchen because we have to cook up something really delicious. Now, earlier on, I know Graham and Jay really went to work on a chicken and vegetable soup, and now I would love to make a favorite of mine, butternut soup, but I need your help, Jay.
Come on.
So thank you for coming on through. You know, the chill is in the air, and we definitely need to show you, Mzansi, this pot of literal liquid gold. It is a spiced up butternut soup, and you can go twice as far. It's about nourishing your home and your community one tub at a time. And I'm looking at this going, this is how you do it.
Listen, girl, I'm just flexing a bit because I brought my good Tupperware.
Oh, excuse
But I know
me.
that you are that girl who returns the good Tupperware.
Listen, don't talk to
All
my
right?
mom about that.
But just as a precaution, I've brought some other options. So I know we've got a lot of crew that's been up here since 4 o'clock maybe.
I don't think they went home.
So we've got some little reusable or disposable cups.
Lovely.
And we can also decant that in there and maybe share the love a bit later. But how about we head over to, one quick one.
Yes.
Before we move on
Please.
to the chicken soup. This soup mix, barley,
lentils,
green split peas, a great way to bulk up your soups.
Ooh, extra nutrients too.
Extra nutrients, plant-based protein, affordable. So great option we've added into our soup as well.
Let's check out the soup. Okay, that's
So
cool.
that's, you can see the consistency
Look at
is a lot thicker.
that. It's a bit thicker,
You
yeah.
could add some more stock if you wanted to loosen it down, but I'm
Do you
happy
ever
with that.
blend your soup?
No, not a chicken soup.
Not a chicken
Not
soup.
a chicken soup. And also not a veggie soup because I kind of like the texture as well.
Okay, I got
You know,
you.
I grew up where my mom would make a big pot of soup like this and we would have to grate all
Yo.
the vegetables.
It's gotta be fine.
So it's got to be fine, but I like it chunky. And speaking about chunky, we've got
Yes.
some chunky butternut.
Yes, please. Let's
So,
get into it. Okay.
If you can switch the
I
pot
got
on
you.
for us. So you can see, Carissa, we've caramelized our onions. We have roasted our butternut.
Right.
Not a needed step. You could add it straight into the pot, but I just think that it brings out just a deeper richness to it.
You also added some spice on here. What's on here?
So we added a little bit of paprika, salt and pepper, season it up, a bit of olive oil, roasted it. So you can see it's at the point now where it's almost
done,
almost soft. So we're going to add that in to our pot.
Oh, incredible,
You can just
Jay.
keep stirring that up.
As our Mother's Day starter, we had butternut soup. And when I make this, use butternut and use maybe a bit of coconut cream. Layla, shout out to you. We love you so much. She was like, no, don't you put apples in your... I said, apples in my butternut soup?
Okay, I mean, you know, what I love to do with my soups is sometimes at the end just a squeeze of lemon juice. It sort of just brightens everything up. So maybe that's where the apple comes in.
And a bit of sweetness with it,
as well. So sweet potato could also go in here as well.
Lovely.
Your really hearty root vegetables is where it's at with the soup. So some garlic. So you can just garlic and ginger again.
Yeah.
So you can just use your
I'll just go in.
You're just gonna go in. Wait, I think
was that too much?
Oh no, that is ginger.
That's both garlic and ginger.
Oh, is that both garlic and ginger? But we've got more garlic.
Oh no, that was just ginger then. Why do they look the same?
Some extra chili.
Oh, spicy.
Which I love in a butternut soup. You could go with some, roasted dry chili flakes in there as well. Also really delicious. We've got some Malden salt as well. Salt Bay with the Malden salt today. We've got some veggie stock.
Yum.
That's
going to loosen everything also.
up. I'm going to add a little bit more.
So the consistency we're looking for, not too thin, not too thick.
Again, I think that it comes down to preference.
Okay.
Because I sort of enjoy that moment where you're dipping your bread in and that unctuous soup just sticks to that piece of bread.
My mouth is watering.
And also, I think a thicker soup automatically just makes you feel fuller for longer. So I think this idea of presenting a meal, serving it to other people who really need that comfort, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Obviously, thinning it out gives you more portions, so you can also be mindful like that. And roasting the butternut increases and intensifies that flavor. So watering it down with some vegetable stock, some water or some coconut cream is not going to dilute the flavor whatsoever.
The flavor, yeah.
Okay.
I love all the ginger we put in here. To me, that gives health.
It gives health.
Yeah.
Right? And I kid you not, my sweetheart wasn't feeling too good the other day. Made him a pot of this chicken soup with all that ginger. And I promise you, he woke up the next day feeling so good. And I would like to think that it's the soup. So if you're feeling down, have the soup, let me know. Not making any health claims.
Hand blender.
Come on, you've got this.
Ooh, I'm wearing white. This is risky.
Ooh, okay, should I take over?
I think I'm doing okay. Okay, we want everything blended.
We want everything blended nice and smooth.
Don't lift it too high. Wow. It is a little bit chunky and thick.
So that's why I've reserved some stock for you, my dear.
Ooh, whoa. This is actually fun.
Okay, I think you can stop there. I mean, you would want to get that all the way creamy, but I think for the sake of fashion today,
for the sake of my outfit,
we are just going to chill. And then
it doesn't look too bad.
A little bit of coconut cream at the end.
Yum. So this is also good for vegans.
Exactly, a vegetarian option.
A vegetarian option.
Also, as you know, just to please the crowd, you could make this as vegetarian. You could add some crispy bacon bits on the top.
Yum.
So I think we ready to go. We're going to start serving this up.
Crew, raise your hands if you would like some soup right now. I'm only seeing one hand, so the rest of us will go home with it. I'm joking. Everybody gets some. Even upstairs with Lucian live directing, we will bring you specifically.
Soup. You get soup. Everybody gets soup.
Everybody gets soup. Jay, you've done it again. Thank you. You've shown us everything in the kitchen.
Listen, I took over with soup vibes. This is just where I shine.
Oh.
The chicken soup is looking so good. We've got some soda bread that's been baked ahead of time. Some soda bread. So that's a quick bread that we've made ahead of time. Wow. So this is really, I mean, we've put all of this together in real time. So it just shows that it can be done quick, fast, and you're able to serve.
I love this. Well,
a
this
whole
is
lot of
how we
people.
keep South Africa warm, and we hope that you will take this recipe and make good use of it. That QR code is on your screen. Take out your phone's camera if you would like to be sent directly there. It'll take you to our recipe tab on expressoshow.com. Spicy butternut soup, delicious veg and chicken soup. We are sorted and going to be in good health this winter, thanks to Chef Jay.
What if your dessert came with a little extra and 2,000 Rand in your pocket? Stand a chance to win one of 3 2,000 Rand cash prizes, plus a smooth, creamy Country Fresh hamper. To enter, post a pic or video showing us how you add that extra to your favorite dessert using Country Fresh mango and vanilla alongside your pack. Tag at countryfresh_SA and at Expresso Show and use hashtag CountryFreshDesserts. Competition closes midday 20 May. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
One last thing to tell you, and it's big. Mzansi, listen up. Pick your 6 lucky numbers and play your Powerball Plus, and you could win a staggering 86 million Rand. That's what's in the jackpot this Tuesday.
That's a lot of money, so buy your tickets. Do it now in store if the weather's clear enough. Otherwise, head to this website, nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, or even your cell phone banking.
Oh, now, regardless of the... Good luck for that. Now, regardless of the weather, wherever you are right now, don't move a muscle. Stay right where you are, because Brittany has another performance. Ladies, take it away.
Oh, my beautiful Cape Town family, thank you so much. And Mzansi sithi phela phela ngensomi by getting the beautiful Brittany Maestri to end off the show with her song 25. And of course, it's the King Gregory on the keys. Everybody, let's give them a big round of applause.
She woke up realizing life didn't go the way she planned. She looks in the mirror and recognizing that it shows a stranger's eyes. With every tear and every sigh, she's painting hopes. Oh, she's learning. But when the road gets tough, she's gotta have faith to see the signs. No map in hand, but grace, God's within her. She will not fail. At 25, she thought she'd work it out. At 25, it should be different now. Life knocked her down, turned her inside out. Who will she be now? At 25, she's lost in emotion. Some days she cries alone in her car. Some days she's dancing barefoot in the rain. And it's not perfect, it's not clean, but it's the beauty in between. And maybe that's the key. So she leaves on God when the road gets down. She's gotta have faith to see the sign.
Another feel-good production.